And we are live. Welcome in, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by once again, as I'll have you guys covered tonight with a play-by-play of this game. The number 3 team in the nation right now, the Duke Blue Devils, 15-1 overall, traveling on the road tonight to take on the Clemson Tigers. So I'm going to be calling play-by-play of this game for you guys. By the way, tonight, before I start off the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up down below, hit that subscribe button as well. Let's keep this count up and growing as we keep on the sports play-by-play community growing over here behind the arc basketball on YouTube. Welcome, guys, over on the channel here. Victoria Neesmith putting out Go Duke. Sean Monday, welcome in. The Sports Boy, what is good, my man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Ultimate Champ, what is good? Little Man No Sports, what is good? Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate everybody who is stopping by right now for the pregame. We'll tip off in probably like 5 or 6 minutes from now. Welcome in, guys. Jimmy Jam, what is good? Kevin Ploucha, welcome in, man. Hope you're having a good night. Yes, so yeah, I got home from work about 2 hours ago, so calling play-by-play for you guys today. Doubleheader. In the first one, number 3 Duke taking on Clemson. And then after this one, I'll join that game in progress, number 6 Kansas taking on Oklahoma. But here we go, Duke on a roll. 9 straight in a row. They've won undefeated 4-0 on the road this season for the Duke Blue Devils as they lead the overall series, crushing Clemson. They can get their 100th win tonight in the overall series. Duke leads the series 99-29 all time against Clemson here. Duke with their last game, destroying Wake Forest in the last one, crushing them by 31, 90-59 the final. Trey Jones dropping down 24 points, shot the ball very efficiently from the floor, 10 for 15. Cassius Stanley adding in 16. Welcome in, Patrick. Hey, everybody. Duke should have this one. Yeah, if I had to bet on this one, I would take Duke, and I would take the Duke with the points big time in this game. Duke is only coming in as a favorite in this one. 10.5 point favorites. That is it for Duke. If I had to predict the score of this one, feel free, guys. Let me know what you guys would predict for this game if you're taking Duke or Clemson. But I would go for this here. If I had to predict the score, I would go Duke 87. Clemson 62. So I would have Duke easily cover the spread in this matchup here. Duke is led by Vernon Carey Jr., the freshman center, number 5 in the 2019 recruiting class. He is the leading scorer for the Blue Devils this season. Also leads the team in rebounds per game. Trey Jones came back for his sophomore year as he is back once again and shooting the ball much efficiently here in his second season as a Blue Devil. Welcome in, Landon. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. Landon's going to pick Clemson tonight. Could be an upset, you never know. Duke did lose at Cameron Indoor against Stephen F. Austin. This year it's been crazy. Crazy college basketball season for sure. The year of the upset. That is one thing for sure. Patrick went with Clemson last night. They let him down, so Duke it is tonight here. In my opinion, I was telling somebody about this, that Duke is probably focused. Like, they are focused, tuned in straight into this game. They are well rested, well prepared for this matchup, where I feel like the Clemson basketball players, they might have been up like way late last night watching their football collegiate team from Clemson take on LSU last night. So that's another point that I made to somebody out there. Clemson might not coming out with a lot of like rest in this one because they were watching the national title game last night. Hey, no problem, Landon. He's gonna do the game. He has, yeah, I'm only on YouTube tonight. I'm gonna just do YouTube tonight. No sportscaster for tonight because we're basically in the top 10 for sportscaster. Nothing really else to do for this week here. Starts off a new week tomorrow over on the sportscaster thing. Hey, welcome in, Vaughn. Thanks so much for stopping by. And Landon's got his play-by-play tomorrow for the Kentucky Wildcats at 6:30. So Duke is his pick. Kevin putting me here. What's my March Madness predictions for Duke? I can see him probably either Final Four or Elite Eight for Duke. That's where I have him going. I really like Baylor. I think Baylor's going to be a tough out in the tournament. There's a couple of other teams that have like dark horses in the tournament right now. One of them to watch out for is Dayton. I've got Dayton like possibly soaring into a Final Four. I think they could do it if Obi Toppin is fresh and healthy. I think they'll be able to do it. I wouldn't be shocked, though, if Dayton does lose tonight against VCU. I feel that like the Atlantic 10 is a much stronger division than what people are saying. I feel like they'll get 3 bids in instead of 2. People are saying VCU and Dayton. Dayton is an automatic lock. VCU is bubble at the moment. I feel like they're going to get a third one someplace from that division. But yeah, I would go with them. I feel like somebody from the Big East too. Big East has been so strong this year. Somebody could sneak into the Final Four from the Big East. Don't know who it could be. I don't think it's going to be Butler. I'm leaning towards more Seton Hall. Seton Hall's been really hot during the past couple games or so. And watch out for Miles Powell. We're going to get ready to tip off here in just a moment, guys. Before I start off the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play here, basketball action, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. This game taking place at Clemson's home court. What is good, Vaughn? Tomorrow he'll talk to his gym teacher about the situation. Alright, so hopefully you're able to make progress there. Welcome in 2D Super Productions, my man. Welcome in. Thanks so much for stopping by. This game gets tipped off, and Duke gets the basketball first. The Blue Devils have it past the half-court logo. Trey Jones passes right wing of the perimeter for Duke. And now they have it to the top of the key. O'Connell passing left wing now. Hands it off to Cassius Stanley. Cassius Stanley with the basketball passing top of the key. Entry pass into lane. Puts it up and in off the backboard. And a good start for Duke right there as they lead. Quick 2-0 lead. So Duke with a quick basket to start out in this one as Clemson has the basketball. Their first possession to the hands of Al-Amir Dawes. Passes left elbow now for Clemson. As now they have it at the top of the key, dribbling towards their right. Clemson with the basketball, Tevin Mack feeds it inside, little floater, and the key that one off, back iron, no good. Trey Jones grabs the rebound. Duke basketball now. Jones, right wing perimeter for Duke. He has it top of the key. Oh, lost control of the basketball, stripped at the top of the key. Clemson gets the steal. Through the first minute of this game right now, Clemson dribble drive, low post, puts up the shot. That shot is airballed up there, and it's going to be a charge taken inside the low post. So offensive foul by John Newman of Clemson. And the ball goes back to Duke now with 19 minutes left to go in the first half. So back to Duke now. Hey, what is good, Vegas Vix? Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by. He was pretty close. Yeah, he was pretty close in the LSU Clemson prediction. Low post right there to two-handed jam going down, throwing it down with authority. Is Vernon Carey Jr. 4-zip Duke now. 18-40 in the first half. Clemson with the basketball. Dribbling towards the left wing perimeter now for Clemson. Lobs it over to the right wing into the hands of Al-Amir Dawes. Bounce pass inside. Turnaround jumper. And the key. That one's up. That one's good by Tevin Mack for 2. 4-2 now to score. Duke basketball. Duke has it right wing. Trey Jones. Swings it over O'Connell. Now to the left wing into the hands of Goldwire. Jordan Goldwire dribbling top of the key. Passes over to Carey. Carey takes the jumper. Left elbow off the back iron. No good. Rebound Clemson. Clemson basketball. 18-10 left to go in the first half. Top of the key they have, and moving it towards their right into the hands of Clyde Trapp. He's the junior from Eastover, South Carolina. As they move their way inside, feeding this one inside the low post. Clemson banks it up and then off the backboard. This game's tied up at 4. Duke basketball past the half-court line. Trey Jones with the ball. 17:50 left to go in the first half. If you guys are new to the channel, I call play-by-play here. Basketball, college basketball in the March Madness tournament, NBA to NBA playoffs. Make sure to hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button. Also, entry pass into the lane, and that's Matthew Hurt that steps on the baseline out of bounds. So that's a turnover by Clemson. Duke, and Clemson gets the basketball back. So Matthew Hurt steps on the baseline. Clemson will inbound this one. They get it off in the inbound. Let's see here. Back to the chat. Yeah, Vegas Fix had pointed out 42-14. It's close there, 42-25. So 11 points off, but yeah, still you had basically the idea. It was a little bit tight over margin than what you had. Clemson passing around the perimeter, right baseline. They float that one up. Oh, and it gets blocked on the way down right there. Matthew Hurt with a block. And now Clemson has the ball. Floats it up in the key. That one falls down for 2. 6-4 to score. Yeah, watch out for Creighton. Indeed, 2D Super Productions is putting out. It's a really, really tight Big East conference. That conference right now is just so competitive from like top to bottom. Like, I feel like there's probably going to be 7 teams from that conference that make it. And I think DePaul and Providence are going to be on the outside of the March Madness tournament. They'll be left out, most likely. And then somebody else probably will fall into that category. Maybe St. John's, because they're basically, like, bubble, like, basically the bubble team in a nutshell right now is St. John's. Right wing 3. Clemson takes it. Clemson hits it from the outside, and they lead by 1. At home, a big 3-point shot by number 13 for Clemson, Tevin Mack, the senior. Right from Columbia, South Carolina. Duke with the basketball. Top of the key now, Hurt. Matthew Hurt dribbling towards the right. Now hands this one off to Trey Jones. Jones now with the basketball. Flings it out to the right wing perimeter for Duke. Duke, right elbow swings it back out. Left wing Goldwire. Goldwire now into the hands of O'Connell. O'Connell with the basketball gets it stolen away. Clemson, 2-on-1 fast break. Going to the hole right there. They missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Clemson puts it up, and we got a blocking foul committed by Duke with 16:20 left to go in the first half. So Clemson going to the free throw line to shoot 2. See you right back here on the chat. We got 20 people watching now in this game. This is awesome, guys. Make sure to smash that thumbs up. If you guys haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Clemson shooting 2 at the line. Let's see, right back over to the chat. Vegas Vic's pointing out he could have won some money betting on that game, though. Yeah, man, LSU just crushing Clemson last night. First shot's good by Clemson at the free throw line. They take their largest lead, 8-6 now to score. Hey, welcome in Dallas here on the channel. And David Mitchell, welcome in here. What is good? Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. 16-15 left to go in the first half. Clemson misses the second one at the free throw line. Duke gets the rebound. Duke at the top of the key now. So we got a foul here committed. It's going to be a reach-in foul by Clemson. Stops the clock. Number 2 for Clemson. Al-Amir Dawes picks up the foul. 16-10 left to go in the first half. And Duke gets the inbound again in their front court. Right wing perimeter. Trey Jones with the basketball. Jones swings it back out to Goldwire. Catch and shoot 3. Left wing. Goldwire's up. And that one is through the net for 3 right there by Jordan Goldwire. They take the lead right back. 9-8 to score to the first 4 minutes of action. Clemson basketball. Clemson at the right wing. Swings it over top of the key. They take a 3 right there. That one no good. Rattles off around the rim. Rebound Duke. Duke with the basketball. Yeah, close game, guys, so far in this one. Passing off. Right elbow. Back out on top now for Goldwire. Goldwire moving towards the left wing. Hands this one off to Stanley. Cassius Stanley now top of the key. Passes off to Trey Jones. Jones, right wing perimeter. Jones swings this one out to the left corner, and that is a turnover. Goes out of bounds by Duke. Mishandled a pass in the left corner perimeter. We move on to commercial break. To the first 4.5 minutes of this one. 15-27 left to go in the first half. Close game so far. 9 Duke, 8 Clemson. We'll be back after these commercial messages. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Let's keep this channel growing here, guys, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament here all on the channel. So let's see, right back on the channel here. Gonna look at the chat here since we're on commercial break. Yeah, Landon putting out close game so far, 9-8, as we're on commercial break right now. Yeah, Big Ten 2D. It's super, super tight so far with a Big Ten. Illinois is ranked for the first time this week in like forever for Illinois. Rutgers almost got into the top 25. If they had beaten Illinois, they would have been in the top 25. So talk about craziness in the Big Ten. And Ohio State losing 4 in a row, and now they're 1-4 in the conference, yet they're still ranked inside the top 25. It's absolutely insane. It's just Northwestern. Northwestern's basically like the bottom. Northwestern and Nebraska, and then other than that, it's everybody else is just basically like in a battle for each other. Minnesota, Purdue, it's so tight there, just mid-pack Big Ten. So, welcome guys over to the channel tonight. TWC, welcome in here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Dallas Johnson's going to get you a few more subs. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by, Dallas. I really do appreciate that, guys. As we are getting to the climb here. Thanks so much, guys, for passing 800 last week. I really do appreciate it. I'll be calling after this one Kansas versus Oklahoma. That should be an interesting game. Kansas on the road against Oklahoma. Oklahoma right now is basically a bubble team at its finest right now, I think. What's their record? Yeah, 11-4 for Oklahoma at the moment. Let's see, back to the chat. So, Landon's ready to do Kentucky versus Auburn. That would be it's going to be a huge game. Yeah, Auburn's got some tough matchups. They got Ole Miss, I believe, tonight or either tomorrow. And then they got on the weekend against Florida they take on. On the road at Florida, too. That's going to be a huge test. Florida's improving. David Mitchell's loving Clemson the other night. Yeah, they beat UNC. First win in their 60th time at Chapel Hill for Clemson beating UNC. By the way, interesting stat here. Clemson has played 2 teams from North Carolina in their back-to-back games. They've beaten those 2 teams. They're 2-0 this year against teams from the state of North Carolina, NC State and UNC. That game went into overtime. And after the game, head coach Roy Williams for North Carolina. He said in the interview, he was like, yeah, just fire me now after this when I deserve to be fired, because I guess he blamed himself for the terrible coaching for that game, but I don't blame himself at all for terrible coaching this year. That team is just zero talent whatsoever on it. Cole Anthony was the team for UNC. He pulled that team together, and then when they lost Cole Anthony, this team has gone completely like downhill. They've collapsed here, and that's why they're 8-8. And in my opinion, there's no way for UNC to even make it into the NCAA tournament this year. No way. And I don't even know about the NIT right now. That might not even work either, because they look like they're collapsing. I feel like they could finish the season with something like a 12 and 19, 12 and 20 record or something like that for North Carolina this year. Yeah, hey, welcome in Sports Drama, my man. He's a huge Duke fan. Duke is scary. When this team gets red hot, they're gonna be scary. All right, here we are, back to action. I wish we could see one of these matchups. Duke against Baylor, Duke against Auburn. Maybe that's what we'll see in the tournament. We're back to action, 9-8 to score. Steve Burgess, enjoying my show from Florida. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by, Steve, on the channel. 9-8 now to score. We had a reach and foul committed by Duke. So they pick up their second foul of the game. Clemson with 2 fouls right now. 15:09 left to go in the first half. As Clemson will get the basketball back, top of the key. They have it moving inside, low post for Clemson. They go turnaround jumper, the key right there. That one goes up and through by John Newman. They take the lead right back. It's 10-9 to score. Duke basketball, under 15 left to go in the first half. Hey, welcome in, Ryan, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by, like always. Vaughn putting out Ohio State not for real for basketball. That Big Ten is so tough. I feel like Ohio State's just collapsing now. They just have to find their identity, and they'll be back to what they used to be last month. Clemson with a steal on the key now. They're up by 1. Right wing perimeter for Clemson. Dribbling that basketball, Clyde Trapp, and that ball gets poked out of bounds. Last touched by Duke as it got poked out of bounds there by I think Alex O'Connell was the one guarding, poked it out of bounds. So, Clemson will get it back in their front court in just a moment. Yeah, North Carolina might not even make the NIT. Am I doing the Kentucky game tomorrow? I will not be doing the Kentucky game tomorrow. I'll be doing NBA game tomorrow. I think it's Nets 76ers is the one that they have on ESPN. I can only do like a lot of the stuff that goes on like national TV because I don't have like most of the channels and stuff. I don't have like SEC Network, Big Ten Network where I am. I don't think that's on like a national TV channel tomorrow. Clemson misses the shot. Trey Jones gets the rebound, goes coast to coast right there with a floater as it goes up and in, and they lead 11-10 to score. 6 minutes through in the first half. Clemson with the basketball as they have it top of the key. Swings it out to the right corner. They take a 3. This one's up. This one is good. Nice looking shot right there. That is number 3, Chase Hunter. Ooh, Chase Hunter puts it down. It's 13-11, not 13-1. 13-11 to score right now. Hey, thanks so much, Damon Johnson. He just subbed to the channel. I appreciate it. We have a stoppage in time here in the court. 13:36 left to go in the first half. But 26 people in here watching already early on in the stream. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Yeah, the CIT. That's even worse than NIT. The CBI. That's like another one of those. It's like the College Basketball Invitational. But whatever comes after the NIT, that's probably where they're going to end up for UNC this year. Right elbow for Duke. They have the ball. Now they feed it inside. Low post into Carey's hands. Carey working his way. Baseline. Now into the key. Puts up the jumper. Vernon Carey Jr. shot. That one goes down and ties it up at 13. 13 even. 13-20 left to go in the first half. Clemson with the inbounds. Hey, welcome in, Matty Joe. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to do these 2 college games tonight. I can only get these games on ESPN. I'm not sure what that channel would be on for the NBA. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's on NBA TV. That's late for me, though. I'm Eastern. Yeah, I'm Eastern time zone, so that's the only thing. I was up till like past midnight last night covering the national title game on the football channel, too. So, yeah, I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep or so by the time I had to get up to work. But yeah, I usually call like the earlier games, like the 7s and the 8s, the 9s for college. If it's an NBA game, it's anything before 9:30. Clemson basketball, dribble drive into the paint. They pass it back outside. They take a 3 left wing. This one's up. This one's good by Clemson as they lead it 16-13. It's off a 3-point shot there by Tyson Hunter. He's got 6 points. Perfect 2 for 2 from downtown. Duke with the basketball. They have it right baseline. Trey Jones putting up the shot. That one with a lot of contact. No good, but they get an offensive rebound. Low post. They put it up and in right there for 2. That one counts. 16-15 to score. Clemson with the ball past the timeline. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part here on the channel right now. Low post Clemson. Right baseline floats up the shot. That one off the mark. Front rim. No good on the shot there by Clemson. Rebound by Duke. Duke basketball. Goldwire swings it in. Ball tipped. They do retain it though with carry. Oh, nice pass. Swinging it inside right there with a backdoor cut. Laying it up for 2 by Duke. What a sick looking pass by Vernon Carey Jr. Feeding his man. I believe that was O'Connell, the one with a layup for Duke. 11:50 left to go in the first half. Clemson basketball taking a shot, and we got foul low post. Foul low post committed by Duke, and to stop the clock. We got 11:45 left to go in the first half. So we have a stoppage in time now in the court. Duke up by 1, 17-16. This is the same exact score that Duke was trailing against Brown to close out the month of December. But then Duke just resurged, like completely took over in the second half. Brown got out-rebounded big time on the boards. They're just so undersized. That's the difference there between recruiting with an Ivy League school versus like an ACC school. But yeah, right now in the commercial break, we'll update you guys with the leading scores of this game in just a moment. Yeah, Vaughn putting in the chat, North Carolina fans get ready for their football team next season. I know Vaughn is liking to see if Sam Howell, the quarterback for the Tar Heels, can put on a jump for next year and take his team to the top of the ACC. Let's see. Landon pointing out Auburn, big stretch coming up. Yeah, Ole Miss and Florida. Next 2 games for Auburn. It's going pretty well, Ryan. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. Landon will watch the Kentucky game and Damon Johnson with a sub. I appreciate that. Tomorrow's Ryan's last day of midterms. That's awesome. Awesome that you're able to blaze straight through midterms there and already halfway through the school year. You just got a call from Massachusetts. Wasn't me. Sadly, not me there from Massachusetts. If it's a 508 zip code, it's probably me from Massachusetts, but it's probably a 617 or a 774 or 413. So yeah, right now in the commercial break, update you guys with the leading scores of this one throughout tonight. Vernon Carey Jr. leads the way, 6 points so far for Duke and 2 assists by Carey. 3 points by Jordan Goldwire so far, 2 by Trey Jones. Trey Jones with also 2 assists so far in this game. Matthew Hurt with 2 points. And off the bench, Alex O'Connell for 2. For Clemson, the leading scorer, 5 points right now, is Tevin Mack. Hunter Tyson, though, leads the team in scoring. He's got 6 so far, as he's nailed down both his 3-point shots for Hunter Tyson for Clemson. 4 points by Amir Sims so far for the Clemson Tigers. So, yeah, keeping in there for a team that has 0 players that's top 5 in the ACC in any category. I'm shocked they're keeping in there, but we still got a lot left to go in this game tonight. It's only three pretty good-looking teams in the ACC this year, and that is it. Duke, Florida State, and Louisville. And that's basically it. Virginia is just... They can play defense, number 1 defense in college basketball, but offense is just like nails on a chalkboard. It's just, they cannot click whatsoever offensively there this year for Virginia. And then there's like a bunch of teams, like top mid-pack, I would say Virginia Tech at an at-large. And then other than that, it's like everybody's scrambling for spots in the ACC. NC State, Georgia Tech, Boston College, Miami. Man, it's just rough. Rough conference. Notre Dame. Man, it's just hasn't been a good conference this year. It's been a struggle. It's just 3 runaways from the pack. Duke is the clear favorite, and then after that, Florida State, and then Louisville, and that's basically it. First shot, the free throw line by Clemson as we're back to action. That one's a miss as we have 11:45 left to go in the first half. North Carolina in football will win around 8 or 9 games next year. Sports Drama is putting out. Yes, Sam Howell had a great year for his freshman season. That free throw by Clemson ties it up at 17. That one is good. by Al-Amir Dawes. Puts this one to 17 even. 11:40 left to go in the first half. Duke with the basketball. They have it now top of the key, Tre Jones. Jones moving towards the left wing. Looking to pass it off. He does. Passes off to the left corner perimeter. Has that's into the hands of Cassius Stanley. Feeds it out to Carey. Swings it back over Jones. Jones takes a three. Right wing off the mark. No good. Clemson grabs the rebound with Amir Sims. Tigers basketball. Top of the key. They have it. As Tre Jones is guarding. Their guard at the moment. As that is Clyde Trapp. Moves over to the right wing perimeter. Guarded by Jones. Clyde Trapp with 11:05 left to go in the first half. Swings over left wing. Catch and shoot. This one's up. Tyson off the mark. No good. And rebounded by Alex O'Connell at Duke. Duke with the basketball. Right corner perimeter. Alex O'Connell. Bounce pass inside over to Carey. Carey playing through the contact. The shot no good on the reverse hand layup. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. And it'll be last touched. Low post. Last touch by... Is it by Clemson here or Duke? We're going to take a look. Okay, so it's last touch by Duke. The rest will meet together. Say it's last touch by Duke. So Clemson gets it back. 10:53 left to go on the clock in the first half. Do I think anyone will come out of Maine's division? I haven't taken a look a lot about the G League lately, but I've seen what Maine's accomplished. It is impressive with that team this year. I feel like it's probably going to be Maine. If Maine's leading that conference, they should definitely deserve to win that conference for the G League. Oh, if you mean, do you mean Maine Black Bears for that division, Ryan? Because I was thinking Red Claws at the moment, but do you mean Black Bears as in far of the America East? Because that one, I would probably say no. I'd say Stony Brook, either Stony Brook or Vermont in the America East will probably lose first round of the tournament. That's probably okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say it's either down to Stony Brook and Vermont to win it this year for the America East. But I would say that they're basically a one and done in the tournament. I bet you Stony Brook will probably win it and get a 15 seed, most likely. Let's see, Harry pointing out North Carolina State's Clemson just got the shot right there, low post. They got fouled inside the low post, put up the shot. And they went to the free throw line. They just hit that one as well. 20-17 to score. Duke with the basketball top of the key. Let's see, back to the chat. Harry putting out NC State hasn't beat North Carolina at PNC Arena since 2013. They haven't swept North Carolina since 2003. Well, those two streaks end this year. I would say there's a really good chance. That shot, no good for three, but Duke getting back to offensive rebound and the putback slam with authority. Two hands by Vernon Carey Jr. to put this one to a 1-point game. 20-19 to score. Carey now with 8 points. Clemson with the basketball. Yeah, I would say North Carolina State has a huge chance of definitely sweeping UNC this season twice. Clemson, dribble drive inside. That ball gets stripped up into the lane, and Clemson loses control of it out of bounds. Last touch by Tevin Mack. Goes back to Duke here with 9:42 left to go on the clock. They'll put the ball now into the hands of Tre Jones. Clemson's coach in the bench area there. As that was Brad Brownell. He was like, yeah, I thought that was out of bounds by Duke last touch. You got to be kidding me. Got a foul on Clemson, too. Reach and foul, 9:32 left to go in the first half. Hey, welcome in, Worldwide West, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, feel free to check out Worldwide West over on YouTube. He does some awesome stuff with the play-by-play stuff that he does. He does 76ers content there for the play-by-play, so check him out when you guys have a chance. 20-19 to score. Duke going to the free throw line with number 2, Cassius Stanley. First shot by Stanley. This one's up. No good. Rattled out. Vernon Carey Jr. checking onto the game now as he gets replaced by Jack White coming in for Duke. Shot number 2 coming up here for Stanley at the free throw line. This shot's up. No good either. Missed both of the free throws. Ball pinwheels around. Rebounded defensively by Clemson. Clemson basketball, 9:25 left to go in the first. They take it past the timeline now with Tyson Hunter. Hunter, bounce pass, and that ball stolen away by Tre Jones. Pass, lobbing it all the way to the full court underneath, and they couldn't finish it for the layup. Missed as they were deflected right there, but the bottom part of the backboard gets rebounded by Clemson. 9:05 left to go in the first half. Hey, thanks so much, Wes. I appreciate it. Definitely smash the like button, guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe as well. Clemson right wing perimeter. They lead by 1, 20-19. They dribble now to the free throw circle. Taking a J right there. They hit it on the jumper for 2 as that one goes down. It's number 0, Clyde Trapp. 3-point game. 8:45 left to go in the first. Duke has it. Left wing perimeter. With the basketball, dribbling's Cassius Stanley. Moves over free throw circle. Passes over to the right wing into the hands of Jack White. Jack White swings it over. Deep 3. Duke takes it left wing. It goes up and it goes through. Cassius Stanley ties it right back up at 22. Big looking shot right there by Cassius Stanley. He's got 5 points so far. Perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Clemson basketball. Right wing dribbling. Clyde Trapp passing over. Dribble drive into the paint. Oh! Jamming it down right there by Clemson. Throwing it down to number 15, John Newman. With a left hand. He gets fouled as well. And Clemson gonna shoot the and one coming up at the free throw line. That's what you expect by Duke right there. The dunk the ball in Clemson. Didn't expect that to be the reverse. 15, John Newman moving top of the key. Inside. Right into the lane right there. Jams it down with one hand. Soaring high right over. That was number 12, Javin DeLaurier. Duke, he just soared it right over. They go to the free throw line too, and they hit it. Off the defensive foul by DeLaurier, and Clemson cashes that one in. 25-22, 8:10 left to go in the first half. Bounce pass, low post now. Duke basketball, turnaround jumper, left baseline. That one hits the backboard, short, no good. Rebound Clemson with 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Clemson basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here, basketball action. Behind the arc, basketball on YouTube. Clemson taking a 3, and they drain it down from the outside. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. 28-22. This team was abysmal early this season. Wow. They've won 2 straight games in a row against teams from the state of North Carolina, NC State, and UNC. And right there, draining the 3. Having himself a game already. Number 15, John Newman III for Clemson. And they lead it by 6 as we go on the commercial break. Wow. Not expecting this at all. Let's see, right back on the chat. Yes, I did hear about that, like, about an hour ago. Carolina Panthers hiring Joe Brady. Not as their head coach, though, for, Joe Brady. Let's see here. Offensive coordinator. So, yeah, offensive coordinator he is for Joe Brady, for the Panthers, for next season. Hey, welcome into the channel here. Emerald's Phone, thanks so much for stopping by. So Mad Lad flashed a picture of Pickle Rick he puts here on the channel. Don't know what that means, but interesting. I know Antonio Brown had an interesting type of day yesterday with a run-in with the cops with his little bag of gummies that he had on that went viral. Yep, 28-22. Clemson's up by 6. Crazy. Landon puts, if Clemson wins, he regrets picking against Clemson. Man, why is the ACC so trash this year in college basketball? Vaughn is putting out. Same thing as college football. It just hasn't been the year for college sports for the ACC. Last year they were completely stacked, and this year you can't even get more than 3 teams that's ranked in the top 25. It's just been a huge struggle. I mean, the lack of talent this year in the ACC has just dropped down tremendously. And some of these other conferences, like, there's no way some of these other conferences can get 2 bids, but some of these teams feel like they should be worthy of, like, a 2-bid conference. Like, it's going to be tight in some of those conferences. Ivy League there with Harvard and Yale, that's going to be a tough one to go for. Both of those teams are 11-4. WCC, people are saying 3 bids for the WCC. I'm sold on 2. I'm not sold on 3. I'm not sold on BYU being in the tournament this year. I like St. Mary's and Gonzaga just to make it from the WCC. But it's a lot more competitive, though, this year for WCC. They got Pacific, who is up there in the conference. San Francisco, Santa Clara. Those teams are doing much better than they've performed from years past. So the WCC outplaying their expectations big time this year. Yes, Kentucky's getting much better, indeed, Landon. Very young team that teams are going to have to watch out for in the tournament for sure. Patrick putting here, well, there goes Clemson proving him wrong again, he guessed. Not over, but he never thought they'd lead by more than 4. Yeah, Same here, dude. When I watched Duke take on Brown a couple weeks ago, I was like, I would be shocked if Brown was like winning this game by like 5 points through like 10 minutes left to go in the first half. And guess what? They were leading with like 10 minutes left to go in the first half, 17-16. Yeah, that is right. Wichita State. Wichita State looks really good. They defeated Memphis last week. That team's a team to watch out for. They won in double overtime a couple of days ago against UConn. Very tough game. UConn played their hearts out, but wasn't enough there. So we're back to action. Duke with the basketball, top of the key with Jordan Goldwire. We get a foul committed here in the court as this game gets back to action. 7:44 left to go in the first half. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit the like down below, hit the subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play basketball here Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. That's an offensive foul, too, by Duke, so it goes back to Clemson. Clemson basketball past the half-court logo now. They have that ball into the hands of Al-Amir Dawes. Hands it off left wing perimeter. Clyde Trapp with the ball now moving towards his right for Clemson. Top of the key, they have it for Clemson. And we get a foul here. It's going to be offensive. Offensive foul by Clemson, so it goes right back to Duke with 7:33 left to go in the first half. Both of these teams shooting the ball exactly even at the floor. 10 for 17 for these two teams so far tonight as we're under 7:30 left to go in the first half. Duke basketball left corner. They take the three. This one's up. No good. Rattled around. They get the big offensive rebound though with Carey. Carey in the low post puts up the shot, and that's a blocking foul by Clemson. It'll send Vernon Carey to the free throw line to shoot two. Stops the clock. 7:16 left to go in the first half. Yeah, Vaughn's putting here in the chat, Alex Cora has to part ways with the Red Sox. Yeah, that's what I would expect with Alex Cora and the Red Sox. But according to, I think it was the Boston Globe who published an article today, it was stating that the Red Sox might not actually part ways with Alex Cora, which would be like a problem there for the Red Sox. I mean, that's just going to draw negativity straight to them. They're just going to be known just straight up as cheaters from all the other teams if they don't part ways with Alex Cora. Both of the shots going down by Carey at the free throw line puts it to a 4-point game. 28-24, 7:10 left to go in the first half. Carey with 10 points so far. Top of the key, Clemson moves it around to the left wing perimeter. Back over here into the hands of Jonathan Bear with the basketball. Swings it over left wing now for Clemson. Now they move to the right elbow. Inside low post. John Newman flings it back outside. Top of the key. That's a deep three. Clemson connecting at home with a huge three-point shot as they lead by 7. 31-24. Al-Amir Sims. He's got 10 so far tonight. Goldwire passes over right wing into the hands of Trey Jones. Jones now moving top of the key. Now to the left wing. Stanley back over to Jones. Jones takes the jumper right elbow. No good. Rattled around and gets rebounded by Clemson with 6:30 remaining. 7-point lead. Clemson basketball past the half-court logo. They have it now top of the key. Moving towards their right, they do pass it to the right wing, Clyde Trapp. Bounce pass over top of the key, off the pick and roll, top of the key, three, Trapp, no good though, hit the rim short, rebound Duke. Duke basketball, dribble drive inside, Jones swings it back out. We got a foul picked up here in the court. Clemson foul, that's on Al-Amir Dawes, picks up the foul, 6:13 left to go in the first half. Still got a lot of time, though, sports drama. Still got a lot of time in this one. I wouldn't panic just yet. This is basically like deja vu all over again, how Brown played against them back in late December. Brown was up early in that game, and then just Duke crushed them on the offensive rebounds, just the second chance points in the second half. Duke at the free throw line, first shot's up. First shot is good right there, as they still trail by 6, though, 31-20. Should be 31-25. He hit the first one. I don't know why ESPN didn't change along the scoreboard. Second shot coming up. This one's up. This one is good as well. Should be 31-26 ESPN. Yep, there he has it. 6:10 left to go in the first half. Vegas Vix hopes that somebody just destroys Gonzaga. That'd be so funny. That team I would predict will be St. Mary's. That team is one of my sleepers, too, in the tournament. Backdoor cut Clemson. Oh, nasty reverse-handed layup. Going down by the Tigers by number 10, Curran Scott. A lot of these players' names, like, I haven't even heard a lot of these players' names before, because I don't focus a whole lot on Clemson basketball until tonight, but they're getting stuff done with a couple bench players. Missed layup inside, low post by Duke, gets rebound by Clemson. Clemson with the basketball, they have it now. at the right wing perimeter for the Tigers. Swings it back out on top. Now towards the left wing here, Clemson. Passes over top of the key for Clemson. Makes their move inside, low post. So they think about going inside. Pass it back outside. Mack, bounce pass, low post, right baseline. Newman takes the jumper, no good off the top of the iron. Rebound Duke now with 5:15 left to go. Duke basketball. They take a three. Right wing, this one's up, and that's a foul by Clemson. 3 shots coming up at the free throw line. Number 0, Clyde Trapp, commits the foul. Yeah, I can imagine that from Alex Cora. His penalties are going to come way worse than what the Astros got for their penalties with the manager and the manager for Houston. It's going to be way worse. I bet you it's going to be a suspension for at least a year for Alex Cora. Trey Jones shooting at the free throw line for Duke. First shot's up. First shot is good. 33-27 to score. Yeah, this I'm streaming off a laptop, so it's about like 30 seconds to like a minute behind, depending on the timing. Also, I'm streaming off a program OBS, so it's also like a 15 to 30 second delay off of OBS as well. What I have for my broadcast software program. Trey Jones hits the second one, 33-28. Hey, welcome back in the channel here, T-Dub. Welcome in once again. Third shot by Trey Jones as he was fouled from behind the three-point arc. That shot, though missed. Gets rebounded by Clemson. Vernon Carey Jr. leading Duke tonight with 10 points so far in this game. And Trey Jones with 4. Clemson with the basketball as they lead by 5. Left wing. Swings it over right corner. Catch and shoot. Newman. No good. Hits the back iron. Rebound Duke. Duke basketball. 4:50 left to go before halftime. They have it top of the key. Trey Jones. Jones making his way inside. Bounce pass to the right corner perimeter. Jordan Goldwire with the basketball. Makes his move now with the right elbow. Swings a nice pass inside. Backdoor cut. They couldn't finish, though. Alex O'Connell missed the layup. Should have been a good one. Good luck by O'Connell. Just too strong off the backboard. Rebound Clemson. Clemson with the ball now as they have it on the clock with 4:25 left to go in the first half. Clemson, 12 for 22 from the floor. Moving towards the left wing of the three-point perimeter. Dishes it back out on top here to John Newman. Newman back in his way. Low post. Guarded by Carey. Puts up the shot. Newman up and in off the backboard. Tough shot right there. And they're going to count it by Sean Newman for 2. It's 35-28. Duke basketball. Top of the key, Trey Jones. Jones swings this one out. Right baseline. Low post Duke. Dishes it back outside. Left wing 3. Duke has it up in the air. They get it. Cassius Stanley knocks down another one as they draw right now, winning 4. 35-31. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button as I call play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Clemson, dribble drive, low post, puts up the shot right there, right-handed layup. They get it to fall straight in a clear path into the lane for 2. 37-31, Trey Jones passing over to Stanley. Stanley makes his move inside, and we got a travel call. Travel call on Duke by Cassius Stanley. They will turn it over. 3:28 left remaining in the first half, and Duke is holding their own. Moving on to Clemson holding their own right now. They are leading by 6 at the moment, 37-31. Wow. Did not expect this, the year of the upset. Talk about it, upset week, like crazy, crazy. Ravens lose against Tennessee. Man. Insane. So right now we're on commercial break. Vaughn putting in the chat, he watched SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt last night. Somebody said that Alex Cora could be banned from Major League Baseball. I wouldn't say banned there, but I would definitely say suspended for Alex Cora for next season, most likely. Hey, welcome in, Alex. Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by here. Alex from the DMV Sportsnet. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got your comment on the football video for last night for the national championship. No problem, man. Hopefully everything's going well with you. Let me know how you're doing, Alex. Hopefully everything is going well on your end. Scoreboard update. What's going on in college basketball tonight? Number 21, Ohio State, finally trying to get back on the right track as they are beating Nebraska 50-36 as that game is now into the second half. Number 11, Louisville, trailing against Pittsburgh right now, 26-22. So, interesting. Pittsburgh has been one of those teams that hasn't been all that bad this year for the Pitt Panthers. They haven't been terrible this season. They've outplayed expectations tremendously this year. Even though they're 2-3 in the conference, 11-5 overall, much better than what I expected at this point for Pittsburgh. Other teams that's shockingly not doing as bad as I would think would be Boston College, 3-2. It's just man, I wasn't expecting like this to be the game right now. But yeah, I got a lot of upsets possibly tonight. VCU taking on number 13 Dayton later on tonight. I'll be back. Next stream will be right after this. Number 6 Kansas taking on Oklahoma. I feel like that could be a close game too. I've got Kansas in that one, but I feel like Oklahoma could possibly give Kansas some problems. I think that will be a close game, I feel like. But Kansas on the road, I think it's going to be close. I'm going to take Kansas, though, probably by like 4 or 5 points for the final score. Yeah, DePaul is a huge matchup tonight against Villanova. If DePaul wants to save their bubble hopes. Same as TCU. TCU takes on number 12 West Virginia. TCU currently on the bubble as well. Number 17 Maryland takes on Wisconsin. Wisconsin needs a huge victory. And undefeated, number 7 ranked San Diego State. That game is way late as they take on Fresno State later tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, right now in the commercial break, everybody, we're going to head right back in here in just a moment. Duke defensively is just struggling right now. 58% they're giving up to Clemson shooting-wise in this game. Clemson's 14 for 24 shooting the basketball so far in this game, and they have knocked down 5 3-point shots. So that's a killer there that Clemson's been able to make threes from the perimeter. Let's see, right back on the chat. Alex putting out, it's good. It's he got it over with. That's good. Yeah, Duke needs to do much better. I didn't think that they would be having problems like this right now. T-Dub-C putting out Clemson still on high from a big W. They've got back-to-back W's against NC State and UNC. We're back to action. 37-31 Clemson basketball. As they almost turned it over to get it right back there with the free throw circle. Bounce pass on the backdoor cut. Swinging it over to the left corner. What was that? Terrible pass at the left corner of the three-point perimeter. Oh, it got tipped, though. It got tipped. I didn't see that. I thought it was clearly a bad pass by Clemson, but Jordan Goldwire got his hand on it. That's why it went well wide. Stoppage in time with 3:09 left to go in the timeout here on the court. Alex got his new stream. Awesome, man. It's going to be Capitals versus Devils on Thursday. Got the new feature. Going to put in the title as well. That's awesome. Glad to hear that, dude. Signed into OBS, so that's pretty cool. You got to see OBS for the first time. Got to put in the title as well. That's pretty cool there. So you're going to test out OBS during All-Star Week. Incredible, man. Keep up the good work there. Hey, welcome in my man Bobby. Butchers, Block, and Patriots Talk does awesome content for New England sports content there. Hey, you guys are Celtics fans, Patriots fans, feel free to check them out. Butchers, Block, and Patriots Talk. That is my man Bobby. Thanks so much for stopping by. Just on YouTube tonight. No sportscaster tonight because I didn't really have to. I'm already sitting basically in the top 10. I'm dead last in the top 10 of sportscaster, unfortunately, for this week. So I didn't really need to stream at all for today. As we're back to action, Clemson basketball at the left baseline. Bounce pass, low post, putting up the two-handed jam by Clemson with 3 minutes remaining. And it's going to be a blocking foul by Duke. Low post, so Clemson going to shoot some shots at the free throw line. That was, man, trying to tear down the rack was number 25, Amir Sims. It's a shocker so far. Yeah, hopefully this defense can just hunker down here for Duke. I wasn't expecting this at all. First shot's up, Clemson hits it. This team isn't even a bubble team. Like, they are nowhere even close to being like a bubble team at this point. Amir Sims, 12 points so far. Man, they've had slow starts, though, like the past like couple of years. I can remember first game of the tournament last year, they had a really slow start against North Dakota State. Second shot, though, missed at the free throw line by Clemson. Rebound, Duke. Trey Jones has the basketball. 3 minutes remaining left to go in the first half. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe, guys, as I call play-by-play basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. That pass inside gets taken away by Clemson. And Duke, the refs say, commit the reach-in foul with Cassius Stanley. I didn't see one there. Didn't see a reach-in foul at all by Cassius Stanley. And Clemson will go to the free throw line to shoot now in the 1-on-1 bonus. I will be shocked if this does last throughout the game. I bet you that Coach K is going to make some major adjustments in the second half. So here comes number 15 for Clemson. 1-on-1 bonus at the free throw line. First shot, no good. He misses it. Got to make the freebies, and Duke grabs the rebound as John Newman missed it. Duke with the basketball, top of the key, Trey Jones. Swings it over left wing perimeter, Cassius Stanley. Stanley now, passing back over top of the key, Jack White. Swings it over, now O'Connell, back over to White. Ball was tipped, but White gets it back at the right baseline. White here, guarded by Newman at the right wing perimeter. White passes over to Jones. Jones with 6 on the shot clock, 2:24 remaining. Jones dribbles towards the top of the key. Now takes a 3. Left wing, this one's up in the air, no good, rattled out, rebounded by Clemson. Clemson basketball, 2:15 remaining. They lead by 7. They swing it over to the left wing by the Tigers. Clemson now dribbling towards the free throw circle. Makes their move inside with a layup, and they get it a fall. Tough looking shot right there with the right hand. Going off the backboard, up and in for 2. And Duke's defense struggling, allowing Clemson to shoot the basketball now at about almost 60% from the floor. Largest lead up by 9 for Clemson. Duke ball. Inside, low post. Looking for the turnaround right baseline. Instead, they're going to swing it back outside. Goldwire passing left corner 3. Duke, terrible shot. Off the top of the backboard on the miss there by Alex O'Connell. Gets rebounded by Clemson. A rough shot there by O'Connell. And it gets rebounded with 1:35 remaining. Clemson shooting at 60% even. 1:30 left to go before half. Clemson with the ball stolen away. Here goes Duke. The spark they needed. 2-on-1 fast break. Passing back. Oh, flying and jamming it down right there for the two-handed jam. That is what they needed to get some of the blue and black fans and their bench players into this one. Duke on the fast break just soaring it down right there with a tomahawk. 1:05 left to go in the first half. Clemson. Basketball at the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass top of the key into the hands of John Newman III. Newman at the right elbow. Swings this one inside. Ball was tipped. Ball almost stolen. They get it back though. Right baseline. Takes the shot. No good. Rattles around and Clemson gets the offensive rebound. Clemson with the ball at the left wing. We got 48 seconds left to go in the first half. 40-33 the score. 8 on the shot clock for Clemson. Moving towards the left elbow. Swings it inside. That ball gets tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Bad pass by Clemson. Last touch by the Tigers. So Duke gets it back. 38 seconds left to go. Let's see. Right back onto the chat here. We had a lot of play-by-play past couple minutes. Oh, what is my take on Michigan State? Man, I was shocked that Michigan State got crushed by Purdue. But Purdue's actually been a really good home team. I feel like Michigan State has like one of those games like each and every year. I still think Michigan State's a good team, though. I would watch out for Michigan State in the tournament. I would put them probably in my Elite 8 for Michigan State. I really do like the leadership there with Cassius Winston. I'm just shocked that they got destroyed by 29 back on Sunday against Purdue. Duke with the ball, dribbling around at the right elbow, and they turn it over. Clemson gets the basketball. 10 seconds left to go before halftime. That is turnover number 9 tonight by Duke as Clemson leads by 7. 5 seconds left to go. At the edge of the Clemson logo. Oh, Duke with a steal. 2 seconds. 1 second with a layup. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Duke misses the layup. Oh my gosh. Jordan Goldwire, dude. Come on, man. Oh, look at Coach K. Oh my gosh. He's looking as bad as Bill Belichick with a hoodie along the sideline. Just no words. Just walking straight to the tunnel. You gotta be kidding me. It should be 40-35. Easy layup with a stolen ball with a second remaining to the hole right there. And Jordan Goldwire misses it. And now we're at halftime. Oh my gosh. Wide open layup. Goldwire. He had a full path of momentum. Nobody even close to him. You gotta be kidding me. There's John Newman III here for Clemson, looking like he's going to take away the slam dunk contest in the NBA. He's just jamming it down completely over Duke players in this one. This is crazy. So let's see, right back into the chat here. I'm going to take a look and scroll up the chat and see what I missed. So right now we're at halftime. Coaches can't be attacking players and treating players badly, Vaughn is putting out there. Yeah, if that happens, if a coach like hits a player or kick a player, that coach is done from the program. Alice has got a funny story here on the chat. So the game that he didn't go to, which was the Capitals and the Senators, there were two couples just kissing, tongue-licking, sitting on faces during the play, and the girl threw up on the staircase. Oof. Ouch. Oh, man. I feel like you might have told me that one a couple of days ago, and that the family of the girl was there, and so it happened too. Will I be streaming Duke against Louisville on Saturday? I do plan on doing that one, so I actually do plan on doing that one. I should be home on Saturday. It's supposed to snow where I am. I think it's supposed to be like 9 or 10 inches of snow up in my neck of the woods. So I should be home for that day to cover that game for you guys. I think I'm going to do 3 streams for you guys on Saturday. One of those games will be an NBA game, 2 college. I think Auburn, Florida at 1:30. Duke, Louisville at 6. And then Lakers versus Rockets. I think that's the game this week. Lakers versus Rockets at 8 o'clock on ABC. Or 8:30 on ABC. I would do that game after the Louisville Duke one. Man, I wasn't expecting this at all. Crazy, crazy year for college basketball. It's insane. Santa Clara has a chance to upset Gonzaga. Yeah, it's Gonzaga there. They play in the WCC. Yep, on Thursday night. Yeah, Pittsburgh's up. 31-28 Landon's putting here. Thanks so much for the update. I appreciate it. So, yeah, right now we're on commercial break. We're going to go through a couple scoreboard updates for you guys right now. Was not expecting this. Definitely not. Number 21, Ohio State leading Nebraska 58-43. So Ohio State trying to get right back on a correct track here. Pittsburgh up by 3 against Louisville at halftime, 31-28. Yeah, I'll be doing that one tomorrow. That's the game on ABC that I'm able to get. Nets versus 76ers. Usually the games that I'm able to stream is whatever's on national TV. For whatever, I can't get like SEC Network or Big Ten Network over here, so I don't have that as a premium channel. Neither do I have FS1 either. Let's see, I know. Kentucky against South Carolina. That's on the SEC Network. See, I can't get that one tomorrow. And they take on South Carolina, who's pretty bad. They should be able to easily win that game at South Carolina. South Carolina's got much better, but I mean, I don't know how you lose to Boston University. Yeah, I don't know how Boston University is second in the Patriot League right now at 4-1, but I don't think they're gonna win the Patriot League this year. I think it's gonna be all Colgate this year for the Patriot League. They look so good this year. They basically retain their starting 5. But they'll get like a 15 seed. Probably get knocked out, but they'll play a 2 seed pretty close like they did Tennessee last year. Let's see, back to the chat. Vaughn putting here today, Kylie Liu was kicking him in class. Well, you can't do that. You can't kick a student in class. Because I know Kylie Liu is one of your teachers, Vaughn. Yeah, can't wait for me to do more Kentucky games. I hope to do the game against Texas Tech. I'll be out on Saturday that day, 9 to 5 on Saturday. That's January 25th, but I should be home in time for 6 o'clock to do that game for you guys. But, yeah, I feel like Kentucky, like the national schedule, I feel like they'll have more games on ESPN. I think that's, like, coming towards, like, February and March. Like, they'll have more games on the weekends that I'll be able to reach out, either on, like, a CBS or on, like, an ESPN, where I'm able to access it. Yeah, Duke defensively spent a struggle stopping Clemson tonight. 58% shooting by Clemson in that first half. 5 3-point shots they knocked down. Also, let's take a look here. The turnovers have been an issue for Duke. 9 total turnovers in that first half by Duke. Taking a look at the leading scores throughout this first half as well. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here. A basketball on the channel behind New York Basketball on YouTube. Let's see. Vernon Carey Jr., 10 points so far in this one. 10 points by Cassius Stanley. For Clemson, the leading scorer, Amir Sims, he's got 12 points. Knocking down 5 out of his 8 shot attempts from the floor so far tonight. 7 points by Tevin Max. 7 points by John Newman III. Newman III, man, just tearing it down in this game a couple times for Clemson. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Like, I don't think they'll maintain this. I'll be shocked if they do, though. Yeah, I was shocked when the rankings came out. They put out the AP Top 25 rankings, and Indiana was nowhere to be seen. Like, I don't get that. I feel like Indiana should have been there. I'm not taking Illinois. Illinois is in the top 25. I would put Indiana in there. Much better record than Illinois. I think Illinois got 5 losses. I'm shocked. Yeah, Illinois, number 24, 12-5. And Indiana with 3 losses just didn't make it. And Illinois got crushed against Arizona, 90-69, which Arizona lost their way out of the top 25. I mean, that didn't make sense for Illinois to fill in there. Even though that Rutgers against Illinois game was a pretty, like, good matchup or so that could determine to see who gets basically, like, a bid into the tournament and for a bid up on the conference standings. Let's see, right back to the chat. David likes Pittsburgh in the game tonight. Yeah, damn Duke with this one. I am totally shocked. I told one of my coworkers today to take Duke and make sure to take Duke in the points in this game because they were only favored by 10.5, and I thought that they could blow them out by like 20 plus in this one, and I'm shocked. Vaughn putting out, do you think that John will have his echo be a stream on Thursday? Well, hopefully he's got that fixed. I think it was just the stream echoed for him because I think he had the gain up like a little bit more than usual. Yeah, Kentucky's got a lot of good games in the schedule there. I'll take a look at that for you, Landon. So I'm interested to see when Kentucky plays on like national TV if I'm able to cover them. Oh, wow, they got a lot of ESPNs. Oh, wow, next Tuesday they got ESPN. So, yeah, I should be able to cover that one for you guys. If you're Kentucky fans here on the channel. They take on Georgia. That has been finalized. That game is on ESPN a week from now. So I should be able to get that game for you guys. And then they have Saturday against Texas Tech. Also, they got a couple games here against teams on CBS. So if I'm home over on the weekends, during those times, not sure my weekend schedule out for when they play on CBS against Tennessee on February 8th. I'm not sure what the other games are either. If there's like a better matchup during that time, like if there's like a Big East game, because I want to cover like a couple Big East games, like a Villanova versus like a Seton Hall or something like that with those two teams. I usually cover like what the better rankings are in the top 25, because that's why I didn't cover Kentucky last week, because Baylor was against Texas Tech. Both of those teams were ranked, and Kentucky took on Georgia, and Georgia wasn't ranked. But I'll have another chance on Tuesday. Unless the ESPN 2 game is a better one. Let's see. I'll bring up that upcoming schedule for you guys. Let's see where we go. Looking at a week in advance right now. Next Tuesday, the 21st. Yeah, ESPN, Georgia versus Kentucky at Rupp Arena. And then ESPN, the later games, Duke against Miami. So yeah, I would hope to do that one too. Miami just got blown out by Duke a couple of days ago. And then, oh, that means Kansas State against Kansas is going to go on ESPN too. Yeah, I'm not going to cover that. Kansas State's been terrible this year. They lost, like a lot of their players were seniors that they lost from the off season. Let's see. Landon will do a lot of those games for Kentucky on Sportscaster because he is a Kentucky fan. That's good. Alright, so right now we're currently on commercial break here. Stream number 1 out of 2 streams tonight. After this, Kansas taking on Oklahoma in the next game. Tipping off around 9. We'll join that game after this one. Currently in progress, most likely. 40-33 at halftime. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks so much for the 20 likes here, guys, in the channel. Let's keep this channel growing. As I call it, play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament, the NBA playoffs. All here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So if Baylor looks clearly the #1 team right now in college basketball from top to bottom. They're not like the hottest scoring team, but defensively they're so tough to just compete against. Like every single shot is a challenge when you shoot the basketball against Baylor. I can't believe it that they beat Kansas for the first time ever in Lawrence on Saturday. I covered that game, and they won against Kansas. Landon's going to do both Kentucky versus Auburn games. Yeah, they played twice this season. I don't think that Auburn is going to be able to maintain it for much longer for that undefeated season. Let's see here. I'm going to bring up Auburn's schedule. 15-0 at the moment. They got some pretty tough games down the stretch coming up on the road. Okay, so yeah, Auburn Alabama. Okay, so it is Alabama. Why did I think Ole Miss earlier? It's Alabama tomorrow they take on. Yeah, Auburn should be able to win that game. That should be no problem for Auburn. Alabama lost against Rhode Island earlier this year, but URI just beat VCU over the weekend, which people are talking about VCU still an at-large bid somehow in the tournament. But Auburn's schedule gets much tougher. They've taken on the easier teams out of the SEC. Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Georgia. Now comes the real test. Saturday, the first real test. I feel like Auburn's going to be 16-0 and suffer their first loss on Saturday. I think they're going to lose to Florida. They should be able to beat South Carolina, though, next Wednesday. But it's so tough to maintain. I feel like last year Michigan was undefeated. I don't know what the exact record was. I believe it was either 15-0 or 17-0. It was someplace around that range. And then Michigan lost their first game, and then we were like, "Oh, Michigan's not even that good." Yeah, they struggled like the second part of the year from like late January moving forward into like March. Like, they weren't even that great. They got into like the tougher opponents, and that's where they got destroyed. They were peaking way too high back in November. That was the problem, because I remember they crushed Villanova last year, and the final score was like 70-something to 40-something, the final. Landon hopes that Kentucky can make a big, deep run this year into the tournament. They got a much younger squad to do so. For Kentucky. This year it's going to be so wide open, I feel like. They got a much younger squad than usual. They just have to find like a leadership standpoint between those players there and a go-to player, which Tyrese Maxey has shown up for the big games this year. Yeah, Auburn does. They do have some really tough opponents coming ahead on them. I think they'll win tomorrow in their game, so they'll be able to win their opponent tomorrow. And then Saturday, I think that's going to be their first loss, if I had to predict. So Saturday, Landon's going to watch on the 18th of Saturday, Kentucky versus Arkansas on ESPN. Yeah, Arkansas is another one of those teams that doesn't have too many losses, but they haven't even cracked the top 25 yet. People have been wondering why. So Arkansas, we'll learn more about Arkansas too once they get into the meat of their schedule, because they've played mostly easy teams so far this year. Kentucky versus Texas Tech should be a good game. Should be a really, really good matchup. Yep. Emmanuel Quickly, Tyrese Maxey, Ashton Hagans, Nate Sestina. Nate Sestina came from Bucknell. I actually saw Nate Sestina a couple of years ago play at Bucknell. They took on Boston University, where my girlfriend went to college. We went to a BU game. They got crushed by Bucknell during that game. I think the final score was like 86-69, the final. Yeah. So right now we're on the commercial break, 40-33. We're going to get right back here to action in a couple minutes. Before we start out the second half, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I'll be calling play-by-play here the second half. Huge changes in store for Duke. They need to make a lot of changes here in the second half defensively. Clemson shooting the basketball at high 50s from the court. Yeah, that should be a great game. Kentucky versus Texas Tech. Yeah, Nate Sestina, he's pretty good shooter inside the low post there. He's got some height to him. Because that Bucknell team, it wasn't last year. Colgate won the Patriot last year, but the 2 years before that, 17 and 18, that Bucknell team was just too tough to take down in the Patriot League. They were just a straight runaway. Alright, so we're going to start the second half, guys, here in just a moment. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel tonight. I appreciate it. Upset City in college basketball this season. You don't even know which way to go. It's crazy out there. Before we start off the second half, going to update you guys with some of the scores throughout college basketball tonight as we get them through here. Let's take a look now. Number 21, Ohio State firing on all cylinders, crushing Nebraska 68-45. Nebraska and Northwestern, those are the two only teams that are struggling dearly in a complete crisis this year in the Big Ten. Other than that, the Big Ten is super duper competitive. Number 11, Louisville, trailing by 5 against Pittsburgh, 33-28. VCU against Dayton, that game just tipped off. Dayton trailing 2-0. I have no clue, though, if they have Obi Toppin or not tonight. Obi Toppin did sprain his ankle mildly in the win over UMass back on Saturday. So here we have it. Back to action, guys. Hey, welcome back, Alex. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. I appreciate it. As we get ready here for the second half in this game, Clemson shooting the ball at 55% and better in the first half. Duke's going to really have to hunker down defensively and play some defense. And that is a bad pass to start out the first half, or second half here by Clemson. As they have the basketball, terrible pass to the baseline that goes out of bounds. Starts off with a turnover. This could be a complete 180 in the second half. Duke basketball, Jones, nice passing. Left wing, swings it inside, low post, puts up the shot, and that one going up and in right there off the backboard for 2 by Vernon Carey Jr. Puts this one to a 5-point ball game. 40-35 to score. Clemson basketball through the first 30 seconds. 1 possession, 1 turnover. They swing it out to the left wing. They take a 3. Clemson, no good. Hits the front rim. Ugly looking shot. Rebound by Trey Jones at Duke. Duke basketball. Jones swings it over right corner perimeter. Makes their move inside at the right elbow. Floating up the shot. That one's up and good. Back-to-back jumpers here to start off this one. For 2-point shots by Duke. Cassius Stanley hits that one. He's got 12 tonight. 12 by Carey, 12 by Stanley so far for the 2 freshmen. Clemson with the basketball as they have it at the left wing perimeter. Now they dish it back to the left corner here for Clemson. Top of the key, they pass it off. Scoreboard malfunction. And we get a charge taken low post. That's an offensive foul. Let's see. Yeah, everything's okay on my end. I think, yes, second. Yeah, it's second period. So, yeah, maybe if you're thinking NBA, will be third quarter. 40-37 now. I remember one time, that was funny though, I started out a Summer League stream and it said final score because I forgot to change it back to the first quarter when they started out the Summer League stream. 40-37, they're at the review table. So 18:47 left to go in the second half here. As they're looking at, that was a charge low post that Duke took. So this should definitely be Duke basketball. That's what they're looking at right now. Hey, welcome back, Josh. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. The refs took a look at that, and they're going to reverse the calls. They went to the review. They said that Duke committed a foul. Clemson gets the inbound. Clemson, catch and shoot. They take the 3, and they hit it. Left corner jumpers. That one goes down by Clemson. And they're going to say it's going to be a deep 2, actually. Foot was on the line, so they rolled a deep 2 right now for Clemson. That ball passed inside, and that will be a turnover by Duke. They were going well. Perfect 2 for 2 inside, and then they just turned it over. 42-37 the score. Clemson to inbounds. Yeah, so for the second half on my scoreboard, yeah, it's the half. So I do it by halves here. For the NBA, I do it by quarters, but for this one, I just use first and second. Duke with a steal in the key. Now they go inside. They throw it back outside. Trey Jones with the basketball. Jones, right wing, tosses it up right there. Takes the shot by Trey Jones. It is up. It is through. He hits it for the 3-point shot. 42-40 to score. 18 minutes left to go in the second half. So we have a stoppage in time on the court. Trey Jones off the pass by Goldwire. Catch and shoot right wing with a 3. Banks it up and then off the backboard. Clemson will get the ball here back on the inbound with 18 minutes left to go in the second half. Yeah, so if you guys don't follow like college basketball that much, if you guys know more of like the NBA does 4 quarters, but college basketball puts it into half, so it's only considered first half and second half. That's why the scoreboard says second. Clemson with the ball, dribbling to the right wing perimeter. Handoff now into the hand of Hunter Tyson. Swings it over to the left wing. Dribble drive inside. Clemson puts up the shot up and in off the backboard. It'll count for 2. 44-40 the score. John Newman III, he's got 9 so far tonight for Clemson. Bounce pass. Inside, nice feed. Inside the key by Duke. Duke with the ball, passing over to Carey. Carey takes the jumper, right elbow, no good. Off the front rim. Rebounded here by Clemson with 17:20 remaining. Hey, welcome on the channel, Tim. Thanks so much for stopping by, my man. I appreciate it. 44-40 Clemson with the basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well as Clemson going inside. Puts it up and in off the backboard. As that one floats in for 2 right there by Tevin Mack, the senior. 46-40. Thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it, dude. 3 minutes through the second half. I call play-by-play here. Basketball action, college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament. NBA playoffs on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube as we keep on the drive towards 1,000 subs, guys, over on the channel. 46-40. 16:57 left to go, and we have a foul on the court just a moment ago. Clemson had the basketball at the left wing perimeter. I think it was Duke who picked up the foul. We'll take a look here in just a moment. Yeah, so Clemson will get the ball right back now. 16:50 left to go in the second half. T-Dub back in the chat here. Clemson coming off a huge win against North Carolina. Lots of emotions as Clemson putting up the shot for 3, and they hit it right up straight at the top of the key. They are leading right now by 9. 49-40, Duke with the basketball. They have it left wing perimeter, Trey Jones. Swings it back on top. Back over to Jones here at the right wing. Jones moving towards the top of the key. Now back over to Goldwire. Lob pass. Low post Carey. Carey takes the jumper. No good off the back rim. Rebound Clemson. I cannot believe this. Clemson is leading this game by 9. 16:15 left to go. Did not expect this at all. Did I used to play college basketball for Duke? No. I never played college basketball from Duke. I'm from Massachusetts. I never played sports in college. I went to a D3 college. I went for radio broadcasting, which is my actual job, working as a production director at a radio station in Massachusetts. But I never really did like sports broadcasting or anything until I started out the YouTube channel after I graduated, like about a year and a half after I graduated. 49-40. 16 minutes left to go in the second half. Hey, if you guys are new to the channel, we're almost at 25 likes tonight. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well here as I call play-by-play on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Clemson with the inbound dribble drive, low post, and they try to swing it back out to the right wing. Stolen away by Duke, though. Duke with the ball. Trailing by 9. Lob pass inside. Carey. Nasty spin move. Puts up the shot, and Carey gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. So you're going to go to the free throw. Yeah, he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 here as we go on to a commercial break. Yeah, upset alert right now. Very, very weak ACC conference, but Clemson, their only hope was the 2 straight wins against 2 teams in a row against, from North Carolina, NC State, and UNC. Trying to make it a 3rd in a row tonight. I am shocked. I can't believe it. 49-40 is the score. I know for Clemson's going to be on a lot, I feel like, for me, because they're on a lot of national televised games coming up late. So if you guys enjoy Clemson basketball, I'm going to be having like quite a bit of Clemson games over the week. I should have the next one, Clemson against Louisville, over the weekend, and I feel like I'm going to have the one after that. I think they play against Miami next Tuesday as well. I'm planning to do Kentucky versus Georgia next Tuesday as well. I usually do a doubleheader on a Tuesday or so. After this, I'll be doing Kansas versus Oklahoma. Feel free to join me for that one. We'll join that game currently in progress. Number 6 Kansas versus Oklahoma after the conclusion of this game. Alex gave me 20 likes. I appreciate it. Keep on smashing that like button until it's blue, guys. Got 26 people here watching on a video that I honestly would think that would be a 30-point blowout by now. College basketball scoreboard tonight. Going to go over the scores for you guys throughout college basketball. It looks like this. Number 21, Ohio State, crushing Nebraska tonight. Great bounce-back game, by the way, for the Buckeyes at home in Columbus. 73-56 the scores. They lead Nebraska. Other games, number 11, Louisville, not the only team that's trailing right now in upset alert. Louisville, trailing against Pittsburgh, 39-34 to score. Number 13, Dayton, they currently hold the lead against VCU, 9-6. Number 23, Texas Tech, off to a hot start right now as they lead Kansas State, 10-2. So those are the scores, what's going on throughout college basketball tonight. Yeah, I'm interested to know, I'm going to bring up here Dayton, the box score with Dayton versus VCU. I'm interested to see if Obi Toppin for Dayton's actually playing tonight because he sprained his ankle on Saturday against UMass. Yep, Obi Toppin's out there. So there you have it. Top 10 projected draft pick, Obi Toppin for the Dayton Flyers. Dayton, been a huge surprising team in my opinion this season. Taking a look at the leading scores right now in this game for Duke, Vernon Carey Jr. leads the way with 12 points. Tied for the leading scorer, Cassius Stanley. 12 points for Duke, but he's in quite a bit of foul trouble. 4 committed fouls by Stanley. Jordan Goldwire struggling. 1 for 4 from the floor. Only 3 points so far by Goldwire tonight. 7 points by Trey Jones. Matthew Hurt has only got 1 shot. He hit that one. He's got 2 points so far. Clemson, their leading scorer, 14 points. Tevin Mack, 12 points by Amir Sims. So that's what it looks like right now. Hey, welcome in, Toby Jenkins. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for stopping by here. His TV went out. You're my godsend. I appreciate it, man. I call play-by-play here of college basketball, the March Madness tournament, the NBA here on my channel. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. If any of you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. 49-40. A shocker right now here in South Carolina. Clemson has a 9-point lead. Duke at the free throw line. Shooting. 2 at the free throw line. First shot. That one's good. That one's up. That one's through. 49-41 the score. We got 15:52 left to go in the second half. Shot number 2 coming up for Duke at the free throw line. This one's up by Carey. This one nails that one as well. Puts it back to a 7-point game. Welcome on the channel, Johnny Valdez. Thanks so much for stopping by. Well, Duke lose today. I would have never thought that Duke would lose against a team like this with Clemson. I thought that Duke would have obliterated them by like 25 at least in this game. I am shocked right now. Clemson with the basketball at the right wing, but this is exactly what college basketball has been this year. Complete upset city throughout college basketball. Clemson has it at the left wing perimeter, making their move inside. 15:25 left to go in the second half. Moving it around, shot fake, clear space, right wing. They take the 3. It's up, no good. Hits the back rim, rebound Duke. Duke with the basketball, past the half-court logo. Trey Jones, dribble drive, inside, floats up the shot, lots of contact. And we have a foul. Low post as Trey Jones is down at the baseline. Trey Jones hurt. Oh, man. Trey Jones can't get back up. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Ouch. 15:15 left to go in the second half, and Trey Jones is down. He is in tears right now on the baseline. Oh, that's good to see. He was able to get help back up to his feet. That was hard. Clemson just right into the lane. Not going to be a blocking foul, right, by Clemson. Number 15, John Newman, tried to take the charge. I appreciate it, Tubsy. He is going to bed up by 4. Puts go Duke. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for stopping by, Tubsy. Man, Trey Jones going down hard there. He is bending over in some serious pain, but he has to shoot 2 at the free throw line. So that was a blocking foul by Clemson. How much time is left? We have 15 minutes, 15 seconds. So 15:15 on the clock. Trey Jones got 7 points so far, shooting 2 at the free throw line. The shot's up by Jones. This shot no good. Hit back iron. That's good to see. Trey Jones took a hard foul there. Able to get back up. Oh, man. That was a tough landing to see. Shot number 2 coming up by Trey Jones. Yeah, Johnny is shocked here, too, with this game. Vaughn putting out these gangsters keep on telling me to scream into a classroom. Don't listen to those people, man. Ooh, Trey Jones just hobbling off towards the bench area now as they're going to have to sub somebody else out in there. Trey Jones hits the second one, 6-point ball game. 49-43, Clemson will inbound it with 15 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the second half. Double team half-court trap setup. Clemson trying to pass that half-court trap. They do. Swinging it over to the right elbow. Passing over left corner 3. They take it. This one's up. No good. Hits the front rim. And rebounded by Duke. Duke with the basketball. Goldwire has it the left wing perimeter. Swings it back out to the right wing. Jack White, a 3. Right wing, up, and it's good. Big 3-point shot, a draw-winning 3 right there by Jack White. I remember last year he missed like 12 straight in a row, and then everybody was cheering for him when he finally hit a 3. Oh, a steal! Duke going inside, missing the layup, though. It's Goldwire. Once again, that's the second chance in this game that he's missed the layup. That one a little bit tougher than the first one. Missed the layup right before halftime on a clear steal with nobody even in front of him or behind them. 49-46 Clemson basketball. 14:25 left to go in this game. Top of the key for Clemson. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe. Clemson here. Bounce pass. Right elbow inside. Working on carry. Low post. Turnaround jumper. Newman, that shot Gets blocked out of bounds by Vernon Carey Jr. and Clemson will get it back with 1 second left to go on the play clock. 1 second left to go on the shot clock as Vernon Carey Jr. blocks it out of bounds. Yeah, man, I hope so too with Tre Jones. That was a tough fall that he hit on the last time. Oh, Tre Jones coming right back into the game. That's positive. That's positive there for Dukes, and number 3 right back in it. So he took a little breather off the bench. Bounce pass. A second remaining. Takes the shot. That's a shot clock violation in the key by Clemson by number 25, Amir Sims. Ball go back to Duke here with 14 minutes, 12 seconds left to go. Let's see, right back on the channel here for you guys right now. I appreciate everybody who stops by here. Alex on DMV Sportsnet putting out, I'll be back if he doesn't then have a nice day. I appreciate it. And, yeah, I should be streaming NBA tomorrow. Nets versus 76ers tomorrow. I should be streaming for that game. 49-46 the score. 13:56 left to go. That's a foul. On the court, they're going to say that defensive by Clemson, right? No, it's going to be offensive by Duke. Offensive foul by Duke. So offensive foul by Duke goes back to Clemson with 13:56 left to go. Yeah, Goldwire dudes missed 2 layups tonight. Hey, welcome to the channel here. Matthew John Upton, I appreciate it, man. You might have a future in broadcasting. I appreciate it. I actually, that's what I do for my living. I work in radio, but I work like all the commercial production stuff, like behind the scenes and stuff like that. I've never done sports announcing before until I started up this channel, so it's pretty cool to do it for you guys as we grow the play-by-play community for everybody on YouTube. I call play-by-play of college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button as well. Clemson going to the free throw line as they got fouled by Duke. First shot is up, and that one is through by number 5 of Clemson. That is Hunter Tyson, and puts them to a 50 spot on the board. 4-point lead by the Tigers, 50-46. Welcome on the channel, DeFazio. Welcome in. Thanks so much for stopping by. Second shot here. This one rolling around the rim. No good. Vernon Carey Jr. grabs the rebound. Duke has the basketball. Tre Jones, glad to see him. He's right back into the game. Welcome in, Noel71. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. Bounce pass, right corner perimeter. Duke swings it back out to Jack White. Over inside now. Lob pass into the lane. Carey gets it. He corrals it, jams it down for 2, and this is a 2-point game. It's as close as Duke has been for a while. Vernon Carey Jr.'s got 16. Clemson with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. Gonna chew down clock now. Standing with it, dribbling towards the top of the key. That is Clyde Trapp, top of the key, working on Tre Jones. 13:10 left to go in the second half. Swings it over to the left wing into the hands of Al-Amir Dawes. Dawes going inside, thinking about the turnaround jumper. Bounce pass. Low post to his teammate. Swings it back outside to Tyson. Tyson flings it over to the right wing perimeter. Deep 3. Clemson puts it up. No good as the shot clock expired. Rebounded by Duke. Duke with the basketball. Right wing here, Tre Jones. Going to set up the offense. 12:50 left to go. Tre Jones tied for first right now in the ACC and most assists per game with 7 on average. We got a foul here. Whistle a foul committed by Clemson. Number 25 before the shot. Amir Sims for Clemson picks up the foul. Welcome on the channel here. ZZ Breezy. Welcome in. Good job. Shout out. Yes, welcome in, ZZ Breezy. Awesome name, dude. Welcome into the channel. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm shocked by the numbers right now. This is awesome. This is awesome, everybody. Most people I've ever got on the stream is 7,000 before Louisville against Kentucky. Right corner 3. That one is off the mark. Hits the top of the backboard and out of bounds as Clemson will get the basketball back with 12:42 remaining. Here comes Duke. They have drawn win in 2. They have a chance to tie it if Clemson misses the next one. Oh, bad pass. Clemson barely gets it back. They need to get it past the half-court trap here before the 10-second violation. They do. Clemson has it at the top of the key. Duke is going double-team half-court press now before Clemson gets the half-court. So that is what Duke is doing with their defense to try to put the pressure now on Clemson. Now, if they break the half-court trap, they're more opportune to score, but chance to force a turnover is definitely there for Duke. Missed 3-point shot, top of the key, rebound Duke. Duke with the basketball. Lob pass inside over to Carey. Underneath the basket, Carey putting up the shot. Carey gets the shot blocked, but a blocking fall by Clemson will send Vernon Carey Jr. to the free throw line to shoot 2 here with 12:10 left remaining. Welcome into the channel, Nathan Brown. I appreciate it, man. No problem, the Sports Boy. This is going to get like 3,000 views. I hope so, dude. That would be crazy. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe, guys, if you guys are new to the channel here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. First shot. This one is up. Ooh, that's a miss by Vernon Carey Jr. Going to make the free throws. Miss the first one. Yazi. Okay, so ZZ Breezy, Yazi. Welcome in Yazi here. Say shout out her. She is listening. I appreciate it. David Mitchell pointing out Duke or Louisville. Who am I taking in that game? I'm going to go Duke there in that one. I think is Duke at home? I think Duke is at home. Yeah, Duke is at home for that game. I'll go Duke and Cameron Indoor. Both of the shots are missed, though. Clemson gets the rebound. Low post. Floats it up with a left hand. They put it up and in off the backboard. 52-48. 11:50 remaining here in the second half. Duke basketball. They have a top of the key into the hands of Trey Jones. If you guys enjoy what they do, hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe. They put that ball low post right there. That shot gets blocked by Clemson. Clemson going the other way up by 4. 11:35 remaining. Clemson right wing dribble drive inside. Bounce pass. Low post putting up the shot. And that will be a foul. Low post by Duke. Should be sending Amir Sims to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Alright, so commercial break right now. We're going to get right back at it. 11:35 remaining in this game, everybody. Thanks so much all for stopping by here on the channel. I appreciate it. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, guys, as I call play-by-play here at basketball, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament, all on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, Vaughn putting here, I did a 9:30 game one day. For me. Oh, 9:30 because you're from Pacific time. I'm from Eastern time, so that's 12:30 where I am for that time. Welcome to the channel here, Chris Thomas. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Everybody that's new, Matthew John Upton, I appreciate it, guys. Man, I am shocked right now that this game is going to Clemson. But Duke has been able to limit Clemson much more here in the second half. That shooting percentage numbers dipped down a little bit from like 57% now to 52%. So that number's been going down a little bit here. Commercial break means a scoreboard update for you guys right now in college basketball. Number 21, Ohio State finally finds a win right back on track for the Buckeyes. They beat Nebraska tonight 80-68. Number 23, Texas Tech, right out of the gate, they lead against Kansas State 18-10. K-State struggling this year in college basketball. Number 13, Dayton leading VCU. Big matchup for the A-10 tonight, 21-16. Number 11, Louisville, struggling tonight against Pittsburgh on upset alert. Pitt leading at home, 45-40 over the Cardinals of Louisville. And this is the only other game with top 25 implications so far tonight. Later tonight, I'll be back. Number 6, Kansas versus Oklahoma. We'll join that game in progress right after this one. So I'll put in the chat here. Feel free to join me in later for Kansas versus Oklahoma after this one. I'll be calling that game as well. Usually most of the time I call 2 games for like Tuesday nights, usually. Other nights I usually call 1, usually. Tomorrow I'll be calling 1 NBA game, I think at 7, Nets versus 76ers. But I like to call in like two college basketball games if they're good matchups, and Kansas versus Oklahoma will be a good one. Oklahoma is the clear definition of a bubble team, basically. They're 11-4, I believe, at the moment. No politics here on the channel, Vaughn. No politics, man. I don't know why Vaughn is talking about politics here from California. And you're talking about politics from me when I'm from Massachusetts here on the channel. Alright, commercial break right now. If anybody enjoys the NFL, I also have a football channel. I'm going to post in here for you guys. It's on YouTube. It's called Final Yard Football. Feel free to join that. As well, subscribe to my football channel. It is Final Yard Football. That is on YouTube, and that is my football channel. Am I going to be calling another Oregon game? I do plan to do another Oregon game sometime this year. I know, usually the Pac-12 plays on Thursday nights. The only thing is, it's whatever games come up on like ESPN or ESPN2 I'm able to cover. I don't think Oregon falls in that category this week, but I do plan, hopefully, to call them another game this season. That shot, no good. It hits the front rim. Rebound by Duke as Duke trails by 4. Oh, they have an open chance for the 3, and they didn't take it. Duke with the basketball. 11:15 left remaining in the second half. Lobbing over to the left side. Passing now. Top of the key. Trey Jones. Lob pass. Low post. That's a bad pass off the fingertips of Vernon Carey Jr. Taken away. Stolen by Clemson. Clemson with the basketball at the right wing. Now they have it into the hands here of Al-Amir Dawes. Right wing perimeter puts it into the hands of Hunter Tyson. Tyson. Over now to Newman. Back over to Tyson. Tyson swings it over to the left wing perimeter. Now left corner with the basketball. Clyde Trapp puts up the three-point shot. That one no good. And a big rebound coming up by Jack White of Duke with 10:48 remaining. Duke with the basketball now. They have it left wing perimeter. Dribble drive. Inside to the hole. Right-handed layup. Puts it up and in off the glass right there by Trey Jones. He is back and looking better than ever with that shot right there. 52-50. Trey Jones with double digits. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. As we got 10.5 left remaining. Clemson with the basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play here at college basketball, NBA, March Madness tournament on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Clemson back out on top. Top of the key. Moving towards their right. John Newman feeds it inside. Right baseline. That shot taken away. It's blocked. Clemson playing defense here as Trey Jones gets the basketball in transition. Takes an open look. 3 right there. Top of the key. And Trey Jones drains it. It's got 13. 5 straight points by Trey Jones. Taking over the game. Timeout Clemson with 10 minutes even left to go in the game. 53-52. Duke on top. They're finally able to figure it out now. Good thing I didn't bet on this game, but I did tell one of my coworkers today to go with Duke in this one and take them to cover and to take Duke with the points. So the point spread is at 10.5. So that's where the point spread is. 53-52, 10 minutes left to go. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button, guys, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play tonight. So let's see, right back in the chat. Tennessee, oh yeah, Tennessee Titans. Yep, they look good. They look really good. Tennessee versus Kansas City for the AFC. Vaughn putting out, yep, my friend John from Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. He gets mad when people talk about politics. Yep, sports channel only. Yeah, imagine if this comes down to a buzzer beater. That would be crazy. I've never called a buzzer beater before, guys, on the channel. That would be crazy if we do so. We've had some insane games the past couple weeks. Oregon against Arizona on Thursday. We had that game. Louisville against Kentucky like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. That was insane. Hey, welcome to the channel. Keenan Staggs, welcome in. Thanks so much for stopping by. Who am I rooting for in this one? I don't have like any basically team I'm rooting for here. If I had a bet on this game, I would go Duke, and I would have went Duke by like 25 points basically in this one. But I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm a fan of like up towards like Massachusetts. I'm a fan of the Providence Friars though, and the Rhode Island Rams up towards that way. It's always nice to see them in the tournament, but it's not like an every year occurrence like it is for like Duke basketball. Yep, so Blue Devils are up right now by 1 as we are on commercial break. 10 minutes left to go once we get back into this game. Who do I have winning the national championship this year? Oh man, it's gonna change so many times. Right now I have Baylor. Baylor from top to bottom just looks so good. Like they're just so tough to face. Like defensively they're just incredibly stacked there for Baylor. What I witnessed on Saturday when they took on Kansas, that was just shocking. I didn't think that Baylor would beat Kansas, and now I'm like thinking this team is legit. That team is all upperclassmen. Defensively, they look exactly the same to like Virginia and Texas Tech last year. Like tough. I think they're like top 12 in the nation defensively. I think they're like top 5 in college basketball and fewest turnovers per game. Very smart type of team there. They don't score a ton of points, but the production is there from like multiple players for Baylor. Mark Vital. There's a couple players there for Baylor. I think Jared Butler had a huge game against Kansas. But yeah, if I had a bet on this one, I would have took Duke, and I would have took them easily by over the 10.5 on the favorite mark. So I'm shocked that this one's been close throughout the entirety of the game right now. Do I think that Baylor should take over number 2 from Duke? Yeah, Baylor's Baylor's number 2 in the rankings. Yeah, I do have Baylor at number 2 because the amount of top 25 games. No, I don't think that Gonzaga should be number 1. I think Gonzaga should be number 3. Oh, this ball gets stolen on the inbound by Duke. Duke going to the hole with Carey. Carey laying it up and in as we're back from commercial break for the 2-point shot. And Carey got fouled as well, so he'll go to the free throw line and shoot the and one. Ball gets stolen away at the half-court logo. And Vernon Carey Jr. gets it up and in with a layup. He gets fouled as well, so he'll shoot the and one at the free throw line. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 55-52 the score. Carey here with 18, looking for 19. The shot's up. This shot no good. Rolled around the rim. Rebound Clemson. Yeah, if I was to do standings for the AP Top 25 rankings, I would go Baylor number 1. Duke number 2, Gonzaga number 3. This shot, 3-point shot, no good left wing. Big offensive rebound though. Clemson, turnaround jumper to key. They put it up and in off the backboard. That one counts for 2. That is Amir Sims. Puts it back to a 1-point game. Yup, Clemson playing, that's a good point there, Keenan. Clemson playing the number 3 team after they were ranked number 3 last night for football. Duke with the basketball, right elbow. Floats it up here, Trey Jones, easy. He gets it to fall. That's a good-looking 2-point shot inside by Trey Jones. 57-54. The half-court press. Oh, Duke with a steal by Jones. Passing over left corner, and do we have a foul here? Yeah, I think a foul by Clemson. Duke is coming with that half-court trap. That's exactly how they were able to complete that, 22-point comeback last year against Louisville with, 9.5 left to go in the second half. It was the half-court trap that did everything last year. Complete steal after steal, almost every single possession. Trey Jones got 15. Shoots the ball in the key. Jones gets fouled before the shot as we got 9 minutes left to go. Let's see, back to the chat here. Vaughn putting in the chat, those gangsters telling him to scream in the classroom. Probably those gangsters will be telling him to rob a store, and you don't want to be in jail. Yeah, don't listen to them, Vaughn. Do not listen to those type of players. Duke is shooting the ball incredible. 69% in the second half, while limiting Clemson to only 40%. Duke with the inbound. Left corner. Over to Carey. Jumper in the key. Carey puts up the shot, and Vernon Carey Jr. gets fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line with 9 minutes left to go. Duke up by 3. Who do I think the best player on Duke is? Welcome to the channel here, George Lynn. I would go with Carey. So yeah, I would go with Vernon Carey for the best player on Duke. Trey Jones has done a much better job this year with his shooting. He has built up his shooting skills tremendously compared to last year. But as far as big men that's going to be taken in the 2020 NBA draft, you're talking about Vernon Carey Jr. being up there. I see him probably a top 10 pick, one of the top centers off the board, in my opinion. Both of the shots, though, going to hit some free throws. As he misses both of them, Clemson gets the rebounds. Duke struggling, 9 for 18 at the free throw line in this game, while Clemson 6 for 13. That ball tipped up. Clemson gets it back, though. Clemson, top of the key, dribble drive inside Newman. Floats it up low post. That shot, though, no good off the back of the backboard, and a big rebound by Trey Jones. Lots of contact, though. And they're going to say that Jones committed a foul. The rebounding foul, so Clemson will get it back. We got 8:42 remaining. Clemson will get the inbound. They trail by 3. 8:42 left to go. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe as well. Yeah, Auburn's looking really good. 15-0, undefeated. But the real test comes up later this week for Auburn. They'll be taking on Florida away against Florida on Saturday. I might be calling that game. I do plan to do Duke against Louisville if I'm home on Saturday. I'm probably going to be home since we're going to get snowed in here in New England on Saturday. Backdoor cut up and in by Clemson off the backboard. They count it for 2. 57-56, 1-point game, 8:30 left to go. Duke with the basketball, top of the key, swings it over left wing perimeter. Back over to Trey Jones. Carey and Jones has got 19 out of the 24 points in the second half. Stanley swings it back over to Jones, back over to Stanley. Stanley, deep 2, right elbow, this one's up. Money. Cassius Stanley hits that one for Duke, and they lead it by 3 once again, 59-56. As we approach 8:10 left to go in the second half. Double team, half-court press set up here by Duke. Clemson needs to get it past the timeline. Could be a 10-second call if they don't. They finally do with 8 seconds before the 10-second. Clemson with the basketball, open 3. They take a right corner, up in the air. They drain it. We're tied up at 59. Huge 3-point shot coming right there from number 25, Amir Sims. This game is all knotted up at 59. Sims has got 17 tonight. Duke with the basketball, right wing here, Stanley. Passes back out to Jones, swings it over to the left wing, back over to Jones, top of the key. Trey Jones with 7:35 left to go. If you guys are new on the channel, hit the thumbs up down below. Let's see if we can get to 40 tonight. Left wing, back over top of the key, Cassius Stanley, 6 on the shot clock. Swings it back over, Trey Jones, right wing. 3 on the shot clock, 2. Forcing up a 3. This one is up, no good. Hits the front rim on the desperation 3 by Trey Jones. Rebound Clemson with 7:20 left to go on the clock. Clemson with the basketball. They're going to dribble this one past the half-court logo. One student's name is Ronald, Vaughn puts here in the chat, trying to be friends with him. He is a good person. Well, that's good. Nice to see you make some new friends in the school. That's good. Oh, bad pass. Stolen the key now by Duke. Duke with the basketball, right corner. As they have it, Cassius Stanley with the ball. He's going to set it up. Puts the ball now into the hands of Goldwire. And we have a whistle here on the court. Timeout. Okay, timeout taken by Duke. Coach K takes a timeout. 6:54 left to go. This game is tied up at 59. What a game. What a game here. Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by tonight. Let's see. Johnny putting out here in the chat. Do I think that Duke will win now? Since the very beginning, I've always got Duke in this game. I will be shocked if they don't get the W in this one tonight. Oh, Vegas Vix doesn't think that there's any way Red Sox are going to part ways with Alex Cora. See, I'm different about that. I feel like they're going to part ways with him and get a new manager. Oh, yeah. Oh, they have parted ways. Okay. So that's breaking news there. Let's see here. I'm going to bring up that. Yep. Oh, wow. Oh, man. So it was that quick. It was that quick they parted ways with Alex Cora. That's crazy. Yeah, announced an hour ago. Yeah, so I was calling this game, so this is the first I heard about it. So yeah, thanks so much, guys, for the update. Statement from Red Sox. They have parted ways with Alex Cora. Oof. Okay, guys, currently on a commercial break right now. Nail biter indeed, 59-59, 6:54 left to go in the second half. Currently on a commercial break. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. After this game, I'll be back for my second one, doubleheader tonight, number 6 Kansas taking on Oklahoma. Feel free, if you guys enjoy college basketball, feel free to join me back for the next stream as well, as I'll be calling that one too. We'll join that game after this one. It will probably be currently in progress. We'll start out like I did last week with Texas Tech versus Baylor. Yeah, oh, Luke Kuechly has retired. Wow. Yeah, I heard today Antonio Gates. Doesn't surprise me. He retired from the NFL today. So Luke Kuechly. Yeah, Luke Kuechly retired 9 minutes ago. Wow, according to Adam Schefter. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He's got banged up by injuries throughout a couple of years or so. David's on his seat right now. He hopes that Duke can pull this out. I appreciate everybody who stopped by tonight. You guys have been awesome here. Yeah, now the Red Sox are going to have to find a new manager. We got a scoreboard update, everybody. Pittsburgh taking on Louisville right now in Pittsburgh. Trying to pull off the upset as well. 7:14 left to go in the second half. They lead at 55-51. About 20 minutes away till tip-off here. Kansas versus Oklahoma. And the next one is I'll be calling play-by-play for that one. Number 13 currently trailing Dayton 29-20. Number 13, Dayton, currently trailing VCU, 29-26 the score. Number 23, Texas Tech, running away with it now, up by 12 against Kansas State in the first half. Back to action here, 59 even. As we're into this game, Duke with the basketball. They take a 3, left wing, right off the bat right there. Duke drains it down, and they lead 62-59. Big looking shot by Jack White. He is perfect from behind the arc. What a step up from last year where he missed like 12 straight three-point shots in a row and finally got one. Clemson with the basketball. They have it at the right wing of the perimeter. Clemson struggling here in the second half shooting three-point shots. They're 2 for 9. Duke is 4 for 6. Clemson with Hunter Tyson with the ball top of the key, and we have a reach and fall committed by Goldwire. Jordan Goldwire struggling tonight. Yeah, he's missed 2 straight. He's missed 2 easy layups for Goldwire, 1 for 5 from the floor, 3 points, and he just picks up his second foul. Clemson going to the free throw line. Clemson trailing by 3 here at home. First shot by Clemson. This one's up. This one's good. Puts it to a 2-point game. Yep, Duke is on a 9-game win streak coming into this one. Clemson has won the last 2 games, both against teams from the state of North Carolina. Back-to-back wins, North Carolina State and UNC. They won their first ever game in Chapel Hill, and their 60th try, they pulled it off. Second shot, that one's through. 1-point ball game here. Duke with the basketball. Trey Jones. Past the Clemson logo now. He has it top of the key. Jones moving towards his left. Passing over right wing to Stanley. Stanley catch and shoot 3 up in the air. No good. Hits the front rim. Rebound by Clemson with 5:55 remaining. 1-point game. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe here as I call play-by-play basketball action behind the arc basketball on YouTube. Clemson swings it over to the left wing perimeter into the hands of John Newman. Newman is torn down the rack a couple times with a couple filthy slam dunks. Turnaround jumper, no good in the key. And Duke coming up with a big defensive rebound. But the ball gets tipped out of bounds. Duke lost control of it. They had it in their hands for a moment, and then they lost control of it at the baseline. And Clemson will get it back here. 5:38 left to go. Clemson to inbound this basketball in just a moment. John Newman III having a pretty big looking game so far tonight for Clemson here. He's got, in this game tonight, he's got 9 points. Most of them early on, though. A couple big-time slam dunks, though. Clemson has it. Left elbow. Low post. Feeds it inside, and Clemson recaptures the lead. Up and in off the backboard. I can't believe it. 5:15 left to go in a 1-point game here. Duke with the basketball, moving towards their right. Inside, Trey Jones, jumper in the key, no good. Off the right bottom part of the backboard, rebound Clemson on the defensive side of the basketball. Tigers basketball, past the half-court logo, now they have it. Alamir Sims, top of the key, dribbling towards the left wing. Feeds this one off now to his teammate Tevin Mack. Bounce pass, low post. They go for the step back at the free throw circle. This jumper's up, this one's good. Clemson leading it here, 65-62. Wow, I can't believe it. Duke has a chance to tie it up with a 3. This is getting to be a huge game. Duke has it. Goldwire at the right wing. That's not who you want shooting the basketball. Passes off to Jack White. Swings it over left wing perimeter here. Into the hands of Trey Jones. Passes back out on top of the key. Now they have it to the right wing. Cassius Stanley. Stanley's been hot in the second half. Stanley feeds it back. Left corner. Shot fake. Jack White. Going to the lane. Jack White puts it up and in right there for 2. 4:15 left to go. 1-point game here. Duke trails by 1, trying to come back. If you guys are new on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe, guys, as I call play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Let's keep this growing. Clemson has the basketball with 4 minutes left to go. Dribbling towards their right. Now they make the move inside. That ball tipped, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Duke out of bounds. They tried to get the steal. So close to stealing it away. But Clemson will inbound it here with 4 minutes left to go. Let's see, is Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt, is that on tonight? I believe so. I believe so, Vaughn. I'll take a look at that schedule for you, man. So, yeah, currently we're just on the commercial break, everybody. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by here on the stream. I appreciate it. Yep, Sports Center after Kansas versus Oklahoma later tonight, Vaughn. So that's the next game. I'll be back on after this. Feel free, guys, to, we're on commercial break right now, but feel free to join me for my next stream. Right after this one, we'll have Kansas versus Oklahoma. If you guys are a Duke fan, we're going to have multiple Duke streams coming up in the next couple weeks. Same as Kentucky, I feel like. I think we're going to have Kentucky on Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the 2 following games for me. Kentucky versus Georgia and Duke versus Miami. Those are the 2 games, I believe, for next week. That's on the national TV spotlight. I usually do whatever hops on ESPN for you guys in the weeknights or so. Also, Duke against Louisville. I do plan to do that one on Saturday if we do have power. It's supposed to snow like a foot or so where I am, up in the Northeast, but if I do have power, I do plan to do that one for you guys. Same as Auburn against Florida as well. Maybe even an NBA game at night. So yeah, right now we're just on the commercial break. We're going to get right back here in just a moment, everybody. So yeah, just put in the chat there. Feel free, guys. Join me back later tonight after this one. Number 6 Kansas takes on Oklahoma. Oklahoma currently on the bubble. They haven't played anybody good. They have a chance to change that with their first ranked top 25 opponent this season at home at Norman for the Sooners. They host Kansas in the next game. We'll join in progress right after this one finishes out. David loves it when the games are so tight. Yep, even better if Duke gets the W. Close games. You guys had one last year against Wake Forest that you guys won by 1 point. That was quite the game. The ball just rolled around the ring of the rim and went out as Wake Forest missed the final shot, and that was the game. Yeah, Auburn against Alabama. I think that's tomorrow. I'm gonna do NBA tomorrow with 76ers versus Nets. I want to do like kind of like make it like into like NBA and college for both of them here, so we don't just leave some of the NBA people out, because last year I went to the NBA finals. I didn't really have like a big NBA audience last season when I did start streaming NBA. It was all college basically, but usually I do NBA on Wednesdays and Fridays. That's where there's not that many great college basketball matchups. I know I was kind of debating whether to do Florida State and Virginia tomorrow or the NBA game, but I chose the NBA game on ESPN. 65-64, Clemson up by 1, 3:59 left to go. Welcome to the stream here, Seth Hill. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, Alabama hasn't really been impressive this year. I think they're the bottom of the SEC conference. They had a devastating loss back in non-conference play against Rhode Island at the Ryan Center. Thursday night streams, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream Thursday night. I was taking a look at the Pac-12 schedule, Vaughn, and there's not really much going on this week for the Pac-12. I do plan to do some more Oregon streams when Oregon takes on other teams on Thursday night, but Oregon is not on the national spotlight. I think they take on Washington State this Thursday night. Clemson with an inbound, puts it up and in off the backboard. That one is good for 2 by Clemson. They lead by 3. 3:45 left to go. Trey Jones with the basketball for Duke. Has it at the top of the key. Swings it over left wing perimeter. Stanley. Cashes Stanley back outside to Trey Jones. Lob pass here to Carey. Turnaround. Low post. Lost the basketball. It's going to be stolen here on the key by Clemson. 3:30 left to go. Clemson basketball. This is a shocker right now. Clemson at the left wing perimeter. Dribbling. 20 on the shot clock with 3:20 remaining. Dribble drive. Inside. Clear lane, and he puts it up and in for 2 as that goes to John Newman III. It's a 5-point game. Duke with the basketball. Stanley passing over Trey Jones. Shot fake. Takes the jumper. Free throw circle. Jones hits the front rim. No good. We have a foul, though. Clemson picks up the foul. That's Amir Sims who gets caught picking up the foul on the court. 3:05 left to go. What a game. Welcome on the channel here, Bowen Gamer. Thanks so much for stopping by. Seth Hill putting out, will they make it to the number 1 in the nation for Duke? In my opinion, they would need Baylor to lose. They would need Baylor to lose. Gonzaga, I feel, in my opinion, I don't think Gonzaga deserves number 1 right now with this easy schedule. They would also need Gonzaga to choke too. Oh, they're gonna call Vernon Carey Jr. with an offensive foul, which Clemson is in the bonus now. Amir Sims shooting the 1-and-1 at the free throw line. So it's Clemson basketball is there at the free throw line, as that was an offensive foul. They looked at the replay by Vernon Carey Jr. inside the low post. First shot is up. First shot is good for Clemson. They lead it by 6. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button. As I call it play-by-play. Second shot. That's a miss. 3 minutes remaining. Welcome all the new people here to the channel. Maurice Williams, Logan the Kid. What is up, guys? Thanks so much for stopping by right now. Bounce pass left corner. Duke with the basketball. Swings it back out on top to Trey Jones. Now they trail by 6. 2:45 left to go. Jones moving towards his right. Passes this one off. Right corner 3 off the mark. No good by Stanley. And rebounded defensively. Oh! Turnover! Low post. Jack White tried to put up the shot and he missed the layup. And there's a foul. Low post blocking foul committed by number 0 of Clemson, Clyde Trapp. And Duke should be shooting 2 here at the free throw line. Bad turnover by Clemson. They tried to just swing it back out. Passed it to the wrong player. If you're Jack White, you got to finish right there off the backboard in the shot. So Jack White shooting 2 at the free throw line. Oh, USC against Oregon. Yeah, if that game is a Thursday nighter on at 9 o'clock, I should be able to do that one if they do cover on like ESPN. First shot, Jack White hits it. 5-point game. Shot number 2 here for Duke at the free throw line. Jack White. No good. Hit the front rim. Rolled to the back and it got rebounded by Clemson. No good in the shot by Jack White. 5-point game. 2:30 left to go. I appreciate it, Maurice. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe. If I had to bet on this, I would have taken Duke, and I would have taken Duke by like 25 points. I am shocked tonight about this game right now. Clemson with the basketball at the top of the free throw circle, making their move inside, spin move, into the lane, and they get the shot to fall. 2:16 left to go. You got to be kidding me. What a night tonight by Amir Sims of Clemson. He lets it go down with a finger roll for 2. Nasty spin move working on Vernon Carey Jr. And tonight, Amir Sims, he's got himself 27 points in tonight's game. This is crazy. Shot at the free throw line. This one is up. This one is through. This is trouble for Duke. Oh my gosh. Amir Sims. Huge night tonight. Duke with the ball now. Right wing, Trey Jones. They're going to get some shots with 2:05 left to go. Top of the key. Taking a 3. Oh, it goes in. Huge 3-point shot by Duke. Big 3-point shot right there by Jordan Goldwire at the top of the key. Makes it to a 5-point game. So right now, guys, we're on commercial break. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play basketball action here. College basketball, NBA March Madness tournament on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Give me my opinion last night. College football playoff game. Dude, Joe Burrow, absolute beast for Joe Burrow. That is just a stacked LSU team. Justin Jefferson and it was the other receiver was Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase just had an incredible night, over 200 receiving yards last night. Just an insane game for Jamar Chase of LSU. It was just, the one-on-one coverages was huge last night for Jamar Chase. That's how he was able to beat his man downfield, the Clemson DB there, for those 2 touchdown grabs. It's just the big playability. Joe Burrow is something special. 2:03 left to go. 73-68 to score. If you guys are a Clemson football fan, though, you guys have the top odds for next year for the college football chances to win the title, with Trevor Lawrence coming back. Clemson inbounds it past the half-court logo with 2 minutes remaining. Passing over left corner 3. Clemson takes it. They hit it. Big looking shot. Everything is going down tonight by Clemson. 76-68. 8-point game. Duke with the basketball. 1:45 left to go. Jones swings it back to the left wing. Left corner 3. They take it. This one's up. No good. A miss by Jack White. Offensive rebound. Carey. Carey puts it up. Huge looking shot right there as Duke makes it in with 1:34 left to go. 76-70. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe, guys. 1:34 remaining. Yep, Saturday got some great games. February 1st, Vaughn's putting here. Kentucky, Auburn, Texas Tech, Kansas. Wow, really great games, definitely. Yeah, Goldwire hit a big 3 top of the key a couple moments ago. Now he's got 6 points in this game. He was struggling dearly from the floor. Man, he missed an open layup. Could have put this game 2 points closer if he had made that layup before halftime. Also missed another layup, too. That was a little bit tougher, but still, he should have been able to make it. 1:34 remaining. Clemson. What a game here. Talk about the weak ACC. I don't even know where to start. Virginia does not look like a tournament team this year. They struggle to produce even 60 points on the board. Never mind, they give up like 47 per game, though. They have the best defense in college basketball, but they can't score at all. So welcome in, guys. Bahama Hacks. Welcome into the channel. I appreciate it, man. How am I going to do March Madness? I'm just going to cover like a couple games that I choose to do so for the play-by-play for March Madness. I'll usually call probably like 3 games for the Thursday, 3 for the Friday. Usually I'll give you guys the updates of what other games are going on as well. But usually I choose what those games. I'll do it with one of my friends from mine who has a YouTube channel. He covers hockey and stuff like that. But he's one of my best friends and enjoys to do the March Madness tournament. So we usually when the week of matchups is presented to us, we'll talk about what games we'll cover there for the first round. First round's always the toughest to see which one to choose. Hey, welcome in, you, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by to the channel. I appreciate it. We're going to have to see all the matchups. Like, preference will come to my region first here. So, I'm from Massachusetts, so I usually never see any of my teams in the tournaments. So preference will come to Providence and Rhode Island if they do somehow make it into the tournament. Bet not, though. And then after that, we'll choose. I know last year we covered Yale against LSU first round. We did St. Mary's Villanova opening night. Remember that. Murray State we did against Marquette. We usually like to take like teams that we haven't covered that much. College basketball team. I'm from the Northeast up here. I'm right down the road from Providence, actually. It would be the Providence College Friars and the Rhode Island Rams. I'm up towards that area. I'm from Massachusetts, but like 15 minutes from the state line in Rhode Island. Let's see. Good question there, Dave, right now. Pitt, Louisville. I'll update you guys with that score at the moment. Tie game, 47 seconds left to go. Pittsburgh against Louisville right now. That game is over on the ACC network, so I actually don't even have a chance to watch that. I don't have that channel here, so we're getting the stream through ESPN. 76-70. This is the score right now. After this game, we'll join in progress Oklahoma against Kansas. I'll take like a 5-minute break, change over to scoreboards, and then we'll be back in a little bit for Oklahoma versus Kansas after this one finishes up and done. If you guys are a Duke fan, we're going to be having Duke a lot, like, in the next couple weeks. I took a look at the upcoming, like, schedule for Duke. They're on national TV a bunch. I think they're on... I believe I'll be home for the game against Louisville on Saturday to cover that one. So that's the next one. We got a minute 34 left to go. So 1:34 left to go in the game. They're talking about Clyde Trapp. If that ball was out of bounds by him, or last touch by Jack White of Duke, that's what they're looking at right now. 1:34 left to go. 76-70 is the score. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by the way. I appreciate it. One more like away from 40. You guys have been awesome tonight. Terrible day. Duke loses, and now Luke Kuechly is retired. Sports Drama is punting out. Still got hope, dude. 6-point game. Back in 2016, March Madness tournament, Northern Iowa against Texas A&M. It was a 12-point game with 47 seconds remaining, and it went into overtime. Jack White with the basketball. Looking to pass it. Standing with the ball with too much time. Feeds it inside to Carey. Carey misses the shot. Too high off the backboard ball. Pinwheeling around it. Gets tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Duke. That is a killer. Runs off 14 seconds off the clock, and Clemson will get the inbound with a minute 20. Timeout on the court. 1:20 left to go here. And they're going to take a look at the official review, actually. So official review right now on the court to see who last touched that out of bounds. Man, this last like 2 minutes of a basketball game takes forever. What's my opinion about Cassius Stanley from Duke? Is he ready for NBA action? Yeah, I'd say Cassius Stanley. I mean, there's a little bit more building that he could do, but I feel like he's pretty solid as far as like the Duke like one and dones. That's pretty much common there for Duke. I feel like he's pretty much solid though for Cassius Stanley. He isn't like a huge like point producer, not like a Vernon Carey Jr., but still he's able to get the job done for Duke this year. So I feel like yeah, he'd be ready for the NBA. As far as a couple like the other players, I say they got to stay in the team. I would say definitely Alex O'Connell. He would need to stay for senior year. It's just been a struggle with him scoring for Duke. I would say yeah. Same with Wendell Moore. Wendell Moore would have to stay another year, build it up. Oh, let's see here. Pittsburgh, Louisville, going into overtime. It is in overtime. This game has got a minute 21 left to go. 1:21 left remaining. 6-point game. Refs are taking a look at the clock right now. So we got a minute 21 left to go. I'll update you guys. Pittsburgh versus Louisville going on at the moment. That game's tied up in overtime at 61. They just started out in OT. Yep, Ayub. So yeah, Louisville and Pitt over on in overtime. Hope that Trey Jones stays. I think that Trey Jones is probably going to be done after this year. He'll move on to the NBA most likely. Welcome all the new people here on the channel. I appreciate it. Ruthless, Tanner Chamberlain, welcome guys. Marvin Kearney, welcome guys on the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. So yeah, they're just taking a look at who last tipped it out of bounds. That's a... Oh, man. It's tough on the replay. That camera angle doesn't help at all either. It really doesn't. Louisville leads against Pittsburgh 63-62. They're still reviewing this call on the court right now. 1:20 remaining. Am I doing any Auburn games? I do believe I should be doing one on Saturday. If I'm home on Saturday, I should be covering the game against Georgia at 1:30. 76-70. And they're going to say Clemson basketball. Clemson up by 6 now. Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe button as we're back to action. Clemson with 1:20 remaining as they'll inbound it. Double team, half-court trap set up. They do get it past there, and they get it past half-court now. Clemson with 1:15 left to go. Duke's going to foul here or force a turnover. They put it now at the right wing of the perimeter to the hands of Clyde Trapp. Clemson still with the basketball. 18 left to go on the shot clock. Top of the key. Clemson now. They dribble back out to the right corner of their front courts. Clemson dribbles now at the left elbow. Still with the basketball. 7 on the shot clock as they lead by 6. Clemson now, spin move. Inside low post, passing out to the free throw circle. Jumper, they take it no good off the rim. Almost tipped in. Oh, a huge offensive rebound. Puts it up. And Clemson gets fouled, and they're going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 here with 47 seconds left to go. That's a killer possession for Duke. They let like 35 seconds off of time off the clock there. Ouch. Welcome in, Marvin Kearney. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's see here. Christopher Cochran, welcome onto the channel here. He's got Duke down for 6.5 in this one. Oh, man, this is going to be close. If Clemson can hit this, Clemson can hit this wing perimeter. Trey Jones now dribbling top of the key. They need a big shot. 38 seconds remaining. Swings it over. 3. Left wing, no good off the mark. Can't hit the 3 balls like they started against Brown back in late December, and Clemson grabs the rebound. 30 seconds left remaining. Clemson has it. Duke's going to foul. 28 seconds. 25. Clemson right baseline, low post, puts up the shot. Oh, it's going to roll up and in. Stunner tonight here in Clemson Arena. 19 seconds remaining. Duke with the basketball, dribble drive. Jones floats it up and in off the backboard. We got 15.8 on the clock, and a timeout taken on the court. Timeout taken on the court. Man, I honestly have no clue what's going to even happen in the tournament. This is crazy. Crazy. I don't even know. By the way, Louisville leading Pittsburgh in OT 64-62 with 3:25 left to go in overtime. Kansas against Oklahoma. That game will be coming up next. I'll be covering that one. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break or so and then cover that game after I change the scoreboard and everything. We'll join it in progress just like we did last week with Baylor against Texas Tech. 15.8 seconds left to go. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So if any of you guys bet Clemson out there and took Clemson this game, you guys are making some good bucks today. Hey, I appreciate it, Ryan Pig. Thanks so much for stopping by. Wow, this is a shocker. I can't believe it. 16 seconds remaining. 78-72. Clemson will get the inbounds. So Duke just made the shot. So yeah, Louisville, Pittsburgh still in overtime right now. Who do I have winning the Super Bowl? Man, I had a Ravens versus Saints matchup, and that just isn't happening. I would go 49ers now. So yeah, I would go with the Niners winning the Super Bowl. 78-72 now the score. 15.8 left to go on the clock before this one is over. Then we'll jump into the next game, Kansas versus Oklahoma after this. Clemson will inbound it. As we got 15 seconds left to go on the clock in the right back corner of the backcourt. As they inbound that one, and Duke will have to commit the foul with 14 seconds left remaining. So Clemson going to the free throw line. They are currently in a double bonus. They will shoot 2 here at the free throw line coming up as they lead by 6. Is Tom Brady done? I honestly don't think he's done as a Patriot. I think he's going to be back next year. Just give him some legit weapons, and he should be back. Of course, he's not like an elite quarterback, but still, he can be a game manager like he was back in the day, 03, 04, and still be able to get it done if the defense can carry next year, if they can build up the offensive line. First shot, that's a miss, hits the front rim at the free throw line as Clemson misses it. Second shot coming up. Yup, indeed, Patrick. This year's been so weird. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll be back in a couple minutes. That shot is good at the free throw line by Clemson. 10 seconds remaining. Duke, a deep three from the parking lot. Left wing, no good off the back iron. Clemson grabs the rebound. 5 seconds remaining in this game. Will go final. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, I was so sure that Duke would win this game. Crazy. This is as crazy as college basketball has become this season as the fans storm the court here in Clemson. Talk about a signature win. They have won 3 straight games in a row against teams from the state of North Carolina. The North Carolina sweep. NC State, UNC, and Duke all in a row. Oh my gosh. So this game has gone final. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play. We'll be back in a couple minutes here. Just going to get a little bit of a snack. Take like a 5 to 10 minute break. Change over to scoreboards. And we'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes with Oklahoma hosting Kansas. As we'll be back on the basketball channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, everybody. Shocker here. I can't believe it myself as this game has gone final. 79-72, Clemson getting the W. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by.